If you work as a manufacturing facilities engineer, installing a new piece of equipment can be as complex as the machinery itself. From prep work to alignment and testing, it's your team's job to put it all together. That's why it's good to have Grainger on your side. With industrial-grade products and next-day delivery, Grainger helps ensure you have everything you need close at hand through every step of the installation. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Brad Maddox.
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. I am the best in the world at what I do. RBG. Yeah! It's showtime, folks!
And we're back with another episode of Ring Rust Radio, the best goddamn wrestling radio show on Spreaker, on the internet, in the whole goddamn universe. Folks, I'm your host, Most Donald Wood, looking fine and feeling fine, baby. Brandon Gavin, Mike Chiari, joining me today. I finished, yes. If you're asking yourself, did he just finish? He did. I'm done.
Did you almost forget the folks part?
No, I was letting it simmer, you know what I mean?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He forgets a lot of things these days.
I
like
sure
you
do.
forgot.
It's all the weed. I may have smoked myself R-worded.
Excuse me?
Brandon got, I
Brad?
okay. Radicaled. I have smoked myself radical.
Ragged. You smoked yourself ragged.
I thought you said radical. Radical would have been a killer way to describe me. Appreciate that, brother. BJ, if you had to use one word to describe me, what would it be?
Shit.
BJ, Mike.
Stupid.
Okay, Brandon, your opinion is pretty stupid. Brandon, we have a schedule tonight.
Yeah, tonight we're going to review WWE and AEW. We have
Poop.
Smart City.
WWE did poop this week. It was a poop week for WWE in the mud.
That's actually very much not true.
It's so
Okay.
true, dude. You think Raw was good?
Raw was pretty good, yeah. Actually.
God damn, dude. They got
I think
you
a lot of people
fooled,
think
dude.
Raw was good.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of fucking sheeple.
Well, I guess we'll get to those. And Smart City, the darndest things, is back. Donnie did his job. People email
Barely.
the pay-per-view. We have Dirt Sheet Busters, and Mike Chiari presents the lies and rumors going around.
I
pro
might
wrestling.
stick around this week. I don't know. I might stick
Please
around. I might. I'm feeling a little froggy. I might stick around.
Would rather you not.
I know.
We have the WWE Fantasy Standings updates, fan email, and so much more.
Yeah, I'm thinking about sticking around. I'm doing good in fantasy, so now I want to hear my name said high. So, I'll stick around.
Good is relative.
Compared to how I usually do, it's way good.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Hell yeah, bitch.
I'll give you that.
Mike?
Guys, get us anywhere you get your podcasts. Interact with us on Twitter at Ring Rust Radio. If you want to email us, be part of the show, send it to ringrustradio@gmail.com. Buy our merchandise at prowrestlingtees.com/ringrustradio. So many great shirts, including Touch Your Dick!
There it is.
The all-time bestseller.
That's not true.
Support us at
That's
Patreon.
not actually true. I can go in there and find out it's not true.
It's true. Support us at patreon.com/ringrustradio, where you can hear ad-free episodes, sign for fancy drafts and brackets, make us watch wrestling-related movies and pay-per-views, and so much more. Also, check out Ring Rust Radio on YouTube for updated clips in Triple R Gaming. Donnie, BG, and fans of the show have been playing different games like Schedule 1, Chained Together, Headliners, and Midnight Murder Club each week, and posting early access on patreon.com/ringrustradio well before it hits YouTube. If you're interested in joining the session, email ringrustradio@gmail.com.
I'll say it's booming over there. If I had to use one word for our YouTube account, it's booming. Booming.
I'd say stupid again.
Booming. I would say shit again.
Well, all right. That seems kind of mean, kind of productive to our success. But you know what? I would say lovely.
Counterproductive to this thing that we don't have.
Let's move on.
We're gonna put this all in order. From LW to Dark, we about to have a discussion about the one true sport. Who's selling the finish? Does this make sense in the art? Tell me who botched, who rocked, who's cashing in on the marks. These takes are uncut, man, they're pure and they're raw. Blow up like dynamite, have you smacked down on the floor. On a collision course with the number one source. Now let's head back to the ring for the latest report. Ring Rust.
Money in the Bank was this weekend. Raw happened. There was a fucking title change. Crazy shit going down all over the world.
I have a question.
But the biggest news is Mike killed Claire Lynch.
What's the question first?
I have a question. I go on YouTube, type in Ringless Radio,
yeah.
And now what I see is Triple R Gaming is the name of the channel?
Yeah, I was advised to change it for the future by... So I had a meeting. You can actually account for a meeting with the YouTube team, and they give you advice on how to handle things. And they advised me on, since we're previously the wrestling-based stuff, still do it kinda. The RR Gaming would be a better long-term projection for us.
But it seems like a highly questionable decision to me.
Absolutely agree with Mike. But secondly, it just says Triple R Game. Like, how are you supposed to know that that's a Ring Rust Radio?
Yeah, you're not supposed to. No one's there for the wrestling. No one cares.
I would argue that we get the most views when we just put shit from the show on there that is wrestling.
You're actually not allowed to put shit from the show on there. The only show stuff that can go on there now is the podcast.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it only goes on there once. Well, listen, that's the RRR. I don't know what to tell you, pal. I'm just going by what the people at YouTube told me. The people at YouTube told me, dude. I'm just doing what I'm told. I changed the way we do screenshots and thumbnails and all this shit now based on what they're doing. I'm just trying to improve.
Did you tell you were going to make a quarter if you did this?
Let me tell you something, dude. I'm making a quarter a day now, brother. So fucking ease your throttle, because we were down to like a penny before. I have multiplied it 25 times over, Jack.
Okay, well, the podcast episode from last week has 89 views, and you don't have any Triple R Gaming videos like that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
That's all you got?
So it seems like a fucking bad idea.
That's not, well, no, it's long-term trajectory, buddy. I'm not thinking about today. I'm thinking about 2 days from now. You know what I mean?
Thursday.
Thinking about today.
All right, let's get into it. Before we get into Raw, R-Truth proving Triple H doesn't know shit. Gunther proving Jey Uso wasn't shit. Let's talk about how Mike, RIPs this week. Claire Lynch, the lady who played Claire Lynch, passed away. And I believe that just like Shawn Michaels killed Chris Candido, Mike Chiari helped kill Claire Lynch. I know it's controversial. Oh. I know. I'm kind of going out there with this one. But I'd like to think that I read an article about how the angle she had with AJ Styles killed her career. She didn't want to talk about it anymore. Helped ruin her life in a lot of ways. Mike, at that time, doing TNA what the fuck moments, pointing fun, casting this blame, saying you should attack her and shit like that. And now look back. He was telling the people at Universal Studios to riot. Remember that shit? You were wild back then, dude.
I do not remember.
And now RIP. So, would you like to take the floor and hold on real quick before you read anything official or dumb? Please, Mike Chiari, take some responsibility for your actions.
Well, I think those are some wild accusations. So for people that don't know,
some would say unfounded.
Can I read the WrestleZone write-up about this?
Oh yeah, sure.
That is now on Yahoo.com.
This from Friday. Honestly, right where it belongs.
From Friday. Julia Riley, the actress who portrayed Claire Lynch in TNA Wrestling, was found dead earlier this year.
Oh shit! So why did they say like Thursday or whatever?
Right. Meltz thought it wasn't worth reporting.
According to Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Riley's body was discovered in her home in Orlando 2 months ago after she failed to appear at a scheduled event. It's been indicated that she died of natural causes.
Would be interested to know, like, how that information came to light 2 months later and didn't come to light then.
Yeah, for those unfamiliar with the Claire Lynch storyline, it took place in TNA back in 2012 when Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian accused AJ Styles of having an affair with a woman who was pregnant with his child.
Yep, I remember that.
The storyline was universally panned by fans and critics alike. Once fans discovered who Riley was, she was harassed online until she quit the role. The storyline was abruptly dropped shortly after her departure. You can view Riley's obituary by clicking here. Riley's family also opened up a memorial site for her, which you can check out here. On behalf of everyone here,
go donate. By the way, if you can go donate, we make jokes, and Mike did kill her, but if you can donate,
I did not kill her.
Please.
I just want to continue this. On behalf of everyone here at WrestleZone, we offer heartfelt condolences to Julia Riley's family, friends, and loved ones. Do you remember the storyline between Claire Lynch and AJ Styles and TNA Wrestling?
Comment below.
Do you think the storyline was as bad as people remember it to be? Let us know your thoughts by sounding off in the comments section below.
Get some interaction.
Did she fucking suck? Let us know.
Let me get some crowd interaction on this death piece.
We gotta get some comments.
Hell yeah, dude. Mike,
anyways.
hold on now. Hold on. Now that we know the backstory, now that we know you killed her, I want to know, Mike. What are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do, brother?
I did not kill her, but for people that aren't aware, BG did explain what the storyline was. This woman is just basically an actress. She worked at Universal Studios, which was where they're on the lot is where they did TNA. Basically, people would just wander in for the air conditioning and be like, "Oh, what is this wrestling?"
Literally, you're taking a break from the fucking roller coasters. You're sitting down to take a shit. You accidentally go in the wrong building. Boom, you're part of the Impact Wrestling taping.
You're watching.
That's true. That's
Jeff
100%
Hardy
true.
Fucking drunk out of his gourd.
Do you remember, Mike? I know I hate to interrupt again, but I love it. Do you remember when they would show the beginning intro to Impact every week, like different overview, but it was always the same crowd shot?
Yes,
there was
this happened multiple times. They would show the same exact
lady
shot
with like
a month
Mickey
in a row.
Mouse shirt on at Universal.
Yes, I remember.
Oh yeah, dude.
But yeah, so basically she was just an actress, and they hired her to play this role, and the storyline was that
she got knocked out by AJ Styles. Bottom line,
right? For whatever reason, Daniels and Kazarian concocted.
They were
this
bad
plan.
influence. They were great.
And as was mentioned here, she just didn't like the criticism she was getting, I guess.
She was getting death threats, bud.
I don't know anything about that. It wasn't me. I didn't play a part in that.
You mocked her openly on What the Fuck Moments. Admit that much.
Well, sure, of course, everybody did.
I mocked the story. All right, culpable.
But so she ended up leaving, and all I remember is it ended up being something where it was they
were on an elevator
Dixie
planning
Carter
a party.
got involved. It was something about a surprise birthday party for Dixie Carter.
Yeah, it was a surprise party for Dixie.
And that's who he was talking to, and that's what this. I don't know. It just one of the worst storylines probably of all time. With that said, I'm not blaming Claire Lynch or the lady that played Claire Lynch for that. She obviously knew nothing of the wrestling business, should not have been put in that situation. It was not her fault that they built a fucking horrible storyline around her, and it's very sad and unfortunate that she passed away, obviously. But yes, did we make fun of it on the show, which is a wrestling show where we make fun of shit that sucks in wrestling? Absolutely. But did any of us contribute to the death of Claire Lynch? No.
Unbelievable. This is It's so funny you idolize Shawn Michaels and he killed Chris Candido by proxy, and you killed Claire Lynch by proxy
after he underwent surgery.
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. It's like that. What is that? 5 Degrees of Bacon. Kevin Bacon? That's 5 degrees of how Mike killed Claire Lynch.
Huh.
New game we play. All right, that's very sad, and R.I.P. to Claire Lynch. And if you can, donate to her, family, please. They probably need it. And also, while you're throwing money around, we also need it as well.
Yeah, Patreon.
By the way, TNA WTF Moments was awesome back in the day.
I wish
leave a comment below.
I wish that I leave a comment below. I wish that I cared enough to go back and listen to those moments and correlate to some of the things we were talking about.
It was some of the most fun stuff because I would be legit mad watching TNA every week. This is some of the worst shit I ever saw.
That's what you should put on our YouTube page.
I loved it. Oh,
just do clips of that.
Well, then I gotta go back and put them out.
YouTube
hey, if you're a fan at home and want it for free, cut a bunch of shit out for me and do that with dates and shit, please reach out to Gmail account.
People re-review old shit all the time.
How about review us reviewing something else? That's fucking what is that word that all people use?
George has really wanted us to do that, so don't even put that out there.
Yeah, dude. Hey, listen, dude. I would go back and listen to our old episodes for money. I'm hilarious.
No, you're not.
No, because our old episodes were 7 hours long.
Yeah, it's true. You got to pick a 2-hour window.
2 hour
window. From 33 minutes and 17 seconds to 2 hours and 15 minutes and 17 seconds. You got to listen. Be like, fine, that's fine, dude. What day? I would listen, because here's the thing. Wire to wire, we covered the fucking aces and eights, dude. No one did that, okay? No one.
True. Covering TNA because no one else will.
Remember, Okay, BJ, quiz. Which wrestler hates us because of that part of our song?
Oh, Taz.
Taz,
Yep.
that's correct.
He refused to come on the show because he heard that.
I've never interviewed Taz, and the reason is because he heard us say, "Oh, you fucking little cocksucker's gonna say this shit about me."
It was true though. He should have been happy because we were covering it when no one else was.
I legitimately think there was a
I
period
don't
of time
think
where
you wanted us to cover it though at that point.
fuck no, we had
It was
people
like
watching.
good coverage.
We accounted for a third of the people watching.
Three of us?
Yeah. Well, no, us and our friends, all 8 of us. All right, guy, real quick, let's talk about Raw. Little thing happened, yada, yada, yada. Gunther chokes out Jey Uso to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Not a big deal. Not something you just see at the end of a what. So, Jey Uso's title reign's complete failure. Gunther's run with fucking Pat McAfee makes no sense. This never should have happened, and I'm over all of it.
Wait, before you, which part do you mean never should have happened?
He never
Jey
should
winning the title?
Yeah,
or
Jey
Gunther
Uso winning
the
the
title
title.
back? Oh,
Jey
that's
Uso
stupid.
winning the title. Jey Uso never should have won the title.
That's really
I
dumb.
disagree
by
with
it
that
then.
because
I understand. I get it. Mike, you're going to say your point, and technically I agree with it because you're right. It did capture a moment.
All right, great.
But from the bottom of my heart, it's just wrong. Yeah,
One of the best moments at WrestleMania.
Really, what we
it
said
was a
should
fun
have
little
happened is
moment.
what happened because we said he's over like crazy. It's cool that he won the Rumble. He should win the title at WrestleMania and get the huge crowd pop and get the huge moment that they're going to play in video packages for years to come. And then he should drop it after a very short amount of time.
Should have dropped it
and
right
that's
back.
what happened.
No Pat
I have no.
bullshit.
The only thing. What's that?
I don't like how they had him drop it.
Well,
It
I was
very
expecting
unceremoniously. It was.
Poo-poo.
I feel like it should have happened at SummerSlam at least. I don't know. It just didn't feel
I
like
would
the
not have
right
waited that
time.
long.
It just didn't feel like the right. That's a month away. It
Wait,
didn't feel
you're
like it was
talking
like
about
the
right
right time.
No, you get the title off Jey Uso
No,
immediately.
it's 2 months away.
Average as
SummerSlam.
fuck.
Oh.
SummerSlam's 2 months away.
He's mid-card mafia, dude.
I think it's fine, and I don't have a problem with Gunther being the one to do it. It was unexpected to me because going into this, my thought was Seth is cashing in here. And, maybe he interrupts and makes it a triple threat just like he did the first time he had Money in the Bank so that Gunther doesn't have to get pinned, Jey gets pinned, and Seth won it. So when it ended the way it did, which was just Gunther choking him out, I was pretty shocked. I did not think that was going to happen. Really, that was probably the thing I least thought was going to happen was Gunther just straight up winning the world title last night. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing because we all love Gunther and think he's a great world champion. Totally fine with that. The key here is going to be what's the storyline coming out of it, though. And I did see, I'm not going to take credit for it like Donnie would, but I saw a very interesting proposal on Twitter from somebody.
Just hat tip him at the end. Say it's yours and at the very end. Did you see people
I'm
ratting me
him
up?
up front.
Yeah.
But the proposal I saw, which I would love, is Sammy wins King of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I saw this also. I like it.
Sammy wins King of the Ring, faces Gunther at SummerSlam, which is great because Sammy's the one that beat Gunther for the IC title at WrestleMania. We were there. Gets him at SummerSlam, beats Gunther again for the world title. So Sammy gets the world title that we've all wanted him to get always.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
Seth cashes in on him right after, and it's basically part 2 SummerSlam 2013 Electric Boogaloo with Randy Orton cashing in on Daniel Bryan after he beat John Cena, but this time it's Seth cashing in on Sami Zayn. And that's how you get the cash in. That's how you get Sammy a world title reign of.
And get Gunther out of there too,
because
your concern is now that Rollins has that briefcase is going to be heel and heel. Well, you just eliminated that situation right there. That's good. I like that. I like that your best idea obviously isn't yours.
Yeah, great.
It's such
I've got a lot of good ideas, but and this is one of them that is not mine.
That's okay. Awesome. So, can I tell you something? Having other people's ideas. Hold on, real quick, Mike. Having other people's ideas. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good plan. I've been having other people's ideas for a long time now.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Has Sami Zayn participated in a match at Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
He has? He's gone to Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people fucking out here swearing up and down they ain't ever gonna take Saudi blood-covered dick money, and now are fucking taking all that dick money.
I think Sammy's been there the past couple times.
Okay.
And he gets popped.
Oh, he was a Night Champion 2023.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for the first
honestly, all
first
these shows
while,
blend
he was
together.
not going.
So.
Yeah, honestly, the Saudi shows I kind of just have really tuned out for the most part. I have integrity. But if the Saudi government wants to sponsor our show for a cool 10 mil, I'll do a couple fucking live podcasts on the Palace.
Money covered dick for sure.
Dude, I'd open my asshole so wide for that dick, dude. I would be like, come get it.
I had to text Mike, like, is CM Punk really going to the show?
Yeah, I mean, it's,
he's a fucking coward. He is a fucking
hypocrite. They could still write him off, but I think if they're fucking advertising,
they're promoting it.
Yeah, look at me.
I was stunned.
He is the biggest hypocrite in all of wrestling history. He is Hulk Hogan level hypocrite, dude. He's getting.
If we want to start just naming things that we see on Twitter and then hat tipping, I did see again, forgot who it was, but they're like, to be a CM Punk fan, you have to accept that he's a hypocrite.
Yeah,
or if we would just want to name all the people that have been hypocrites in the history of wrestling, we could just name every wrestler.
Hold on, Mike. Let me tell you something. The reason that everybody loved CM Punk when he did the ROH thing was he was like, fuck you, fuck this. The people who loved him in WWE, he came out and sat down and did the pipe bomb and said, fuck you, and fuck this, and he's just become the worst. He would have hated himself as a kid. He is just such a twerp now, dude. It's awful. It really is.
I don't know. I feel like he still has a little kick to him. The promo last night was great. He acknowledged it too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that part of it.
With the establishment, it's me with the fans.
Matt Riddle fucking did an amazing comment.
I saw it. Matt Riddle never worked with CM Punk a day in his life, talking about how CM Punk is backstage.
Well, yeah, he said he's a
go
good
do
guy.
some more fucking math or whatever you do.
He doesn't do math. He probably does a little cocaine, but that's okay. You know what I mean? It's fine. Yeah. But don't do that anymore because fentanyl really is scary as shit.
And
smoke
weed,
it's
man.
not even. Yeah, just smoke weed, dude. Smoke weed, have a couple drinks every once in a while, and you're fine.
Smoking weed is the best.
It is. He's right. We don't agree on a lot. That's pretty great. But yeah, so
go watch our Schedule 1 videos.
CM Punk's a piece
Triple
of
R
shit.
Gaming.
Yeah, Triple R Gaming, dude. RR Gaming. Just type in RR Gaming.
RR
They're like, yo, I'll tell you what.
Just press the R button, hold it down for a while.
I'll tell you what.
Dumb fucking YouTube channel. I'm so mad I'm associated with you.
Let me tell you something.
How long should I hold the R down?
Let me tell you something. You're laughing now, but when we have a secret, hold on. You never will. When you have a secret underbelly of pirate fans who accidentally find you all the time, it's just like, it's a cheat code, dude. You're looking up R and shit, and they're like, where's this? Is this a pirate channel? What the fuck is this?
I think it's ARG.
They don't know that. They're fucking pirates, dude. They're fucking uneducated.
Yeah. They got their big rigs on their pirate boat.
Yeah. Did everybody talk about Gunther and Jey Uso? We kind of got sidetracked there.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, it's fine. R-Truth, I don't like it. R-Truth.
You don't like it, even though you like Gunther and didn't want Jey Uso to be champion anymore.
That makes no sense. Who would you want to be Jey Uso then?
Honestly, the way it happened yesterday, I'm fine with, and the thing that you stole that you projected forward, I'm fine with. Like I said, this just never should have happened. The moment was fine. I wasn't excited. I'll tell you what, watching it, I just was waiting for the end, and then the end happens. I was like, oh, genuinely surprised, because I didn't get spoiled to it. So I love that. That's awesome.
I saw somebody say, 4 letters, 1 word, goont.
Okay.
Like gunt, but it's gunt.
Yeah, I got it.
Serving gunt.
Serving gunt. Remember when that for a hot week when serving cunt was a fucking thing, man? I tried to make it a thing on the show, and I was pulled aside like, that's 4 C words in one show. We're really gonna need you to chill it down a time.
Who pulled you aside, us?
Yes. I remember explicitly. I think you got Jim Del Chapo and George Cruz in on there, and they're like, "This is a group chat, but it's actually an intervention." Like, I can't have that many C words. C-word intervention, dude. But in England,
contravention.
In England, I was over like Rover, dude. They're like, "Oh, I love the way you throw cunt around." Oh, hey, right?
That's 32, so calm down.
See, here we go. R-Truth cuts his hair. Thank God, by the way, because when he came back and his hair looked that way, I was like, this is what I'm going to get to the point of looking like, and I need someone to pull me aside and be like, chill the fuck out, dude.
You don't notice how bad it was on top there until he cut the rest of it off.
Yeah.
I think we know this.
Yeah, I know.
No, I didn't know it was that bad.
That forehead was like 9 by the time we got to the fucking time he cut it.
So he's just going bald, I guess?
Yeah, he's old, dude. He's like 50 years old. People get old.
I'm just saying. We've never seen a bald R-Truth.
He's going by Ron Killings, and he's going to be the serious character.
R-Truth is 53 years old.
53 years old. But we're gonna get K-Quick. We're gonna get fucking.
No, we're not. We're gonna get TNA Ron Killings. I'm fucking hyped. That promo last night was
By
awesome.
the way, we've kind of jumped ahead. R-Truth fucking showed back up at Money in the Bank after his contract expired or whatever.
Yeah.
Which
and then
is
just
insane.
was nowhere to be seen in the John Cena segment that followed. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Listen.
But
why
I don't
did
really
he-
want
why
him
did-
going after John Cena again.
I know,
either.
but they just pretend
Right,
it
but
didn't
that's the
happen.
follow-up. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
I get why,
Instead of
but
CM Punk, it should have
it
been Ron
made
Killings
sense for
coming
that
out.
to be the reason why he showed back up.
Yeah.
Like, and it was impactful.
Sure,
but
that was great. Honestly, you know me, I'm a hater for the most part, but them fucking letting this dude go, seeing this hugely negative reaction, and R-Truth being like, fuck it, I want to come back, and I want to do this serious gimmick, and then being like, all right, let's do it.
So
Like,
happy.
that's great. Lean into that. Like, that's great. And seeing him with Messina over like that, I was like, oh yeah. But not addressing it, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's crazy.
This
If
to me-
AEW did
It's
that, you'd pin him down and you'd fucking...
They don't want him part of this, and they're like, all right, just go do this side thing, and we're going to take away the thing that people wanted you back for, which was a comedy. You know, I'm happy.
Well,
I
I
don't
think
mind him
that a
being
lot of
serious.
people don't know what he is outside of the comedy is the thing, you know? And now they'll get to
Sure.
see. And this is, by all accounts, this is what he wanted. And it's going to be interesting to see because he was a top guy in TNA. That's why WWE brought him back in the first place. And then before long, he was doing the comedy thing. So it's going to be cool to see what he could do in this role, really for the first time in WWE. But, you know, it's cool that this reminds me of, do you remember when Drake Maverick got fired and they did like a bunch of cuts and then he did that video and he was like crying and they brought him back for the Cruiserweight tournament and everybody was shocked?
Yeah.
This is like a much grander scale of that.
Yeah.
Which is, Truth got, you know, whether he was released or his contract ran out or whatever, he was gone, and he made the statement, and people let their feelings be known. And this is the thing, like, if people tweet something, WWE does not care about that. But if they're doing it on the show, WWE has shown, I guess, that they care about that, and people were chanting for truth, and people were, you know, we want truth, and WWE obviously heard that. And they went back and they righted it wrong. We all said last week, like, does it make sense to not try to keep this guy in your company because he's incredibly valuable to you? I get that he's 53 years old. He's not necessarily going to be a full-time wrestler for much longer, but he has value because of, you know, his experience, and he's just a great ambassador for the company. So it's awesome that people spoke out, WWE heard it, and then they rectified the situation and brought him back. And, you know, I'm happy for Truth because he deserves to have, like, a last run on his own terms. And he wasn't going to have that, but now he can.
Yeah, that's one way of spinning a PR disaster. BJ?
What am I spinning a PR disaster?
That was a PR. The reason they hired him back is because it was a PR disaster for them.
Yeah,
You
because
can
people
attest to
chanted
that.
for him, and they said, okay.
Let me tell you
then we
something.
fucked
I
up.
have stock in TKO, and the Truth stuff made stock go down, and I'm almost positive of it. People were fucking pissed.
You don't have stock in TKO.
You want to bet?
Sure.
How much you want to bet? I bet you the value of my stock in TKO that I have stock in TKO.
$1.
Hey, maybe it is. Maybe it's $100. Maybe it's $1,000. Take the bet
Well,
if you're so sure.
I'll just say this. We've been discussing investments for a year.
Yeah.
And you've never once mentioned
Why
TKO.
would I mention to you about TKO? You fucking cover the show with me. Hey, here, I got one for you. Look up TKO, right? Little holdings company, a little small, little boutique kind of store, doing the UFC and WWE. Check it out. How much are we betting or not? Say yes.
No.
Say yes. Yeah, you back down like a
First
bitch.
off,
That's okay.
because
no,
you
no,
can
no.
just go on and fucking make
I'm gonna take
investment.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Plus-
and sign. Yo, go ahead. You talk. I'm gonna sign. I'm moving the microphone. You're coming with me. We're going for this. Okay.
First off, their stock is definitely not down after the weekend that they just had.
Our Truth leaving has nothing to
big
do with
guess.
the stock of TKO.
Yeah.
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see?
Anyways.
There's no we'll see. It just doesn't.
I'm very happy that Ron Killings is here because he was one of my favorites in TNA. As I said last week, I was so hyped when he was in TNA getting a chance, and now coming back as a serious character. I can't wait. When I got back into wrestling after the pipe bomb, Ron Killings and The Miz were basically teaming, and then they went on to go wrestle at Survivor Series that year. John Cena and The Rock, they're in the fucking main event. Like, I was like, holy shit, these are four of my favorite fucking wrestlers are going out in fucking Survivor Series, MSG. Like, this is fucking great. And then I feel like it was the next year or 2 years later that R-Truth now is just a fucking comedy moron on the
Basically,
show.
once him and Miz broke up,
Right.
he went to like the little Jimmy shit.
He's just a fucking idiot. And it pissed me off. And then it kept for 14 years. For now, I'm so excited to see what they do. The promo was great. Like I just said, I don't like that there was no follow-up with John Cena and him. Cena referenced it in his promo, but for Ron Killings not to go out there and you just close the main event, it made no sense to me. So I'm very excited to see what they do. I hope it's something of substance and not just Triple H being, all right, you fucking came back, do this thing, and now I'm going to just get rid of you. I don't understand why the follow-up wasn't Ron Killings and John Cena at Night of Champions. You could have done CM Punk and John Cena at SummerSlam.
They could do Ron Killings and Cena, but do you want to see that? I don't really.
Yes, I do. I'm coming
That's
back
what
for a
they
second.
just built.
Yes, I fucking do. Especially with you talk about the roles reversed with a heel and face and shit like that. Well, he's like...
we already did it. We just had it.
Yeah, but he's a totally different character now.
Okay, but he'll lose again.
Okay.
Yes, but that's listen, and
but
we
that's
all know that.
End to that story.
We all know, yes, but like he's doing it on his own terms. He's not going out as this fucking joke. He's going out as fucking Ron Killings, dude.
Mike,
maybe
how does
he'll
it
be
make
a
sense?
vigilante in that match and help Punk.
Mike, how does it make sense that Ron?
I'm
Killings
not saying it makes sense. I'm saying I don't want it. I don't want them to face each other again.
That's fine, but at Money in the Bank, he came out and attacked John Cena. The
Right.
following show, nothing happens about that, and that closed your main event.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
fucking
just saying,
dumb.
I don't know what the answer is, but I don't want them to wrestle each other again.
They could have wrestled on Raw.
Could have done
Okay,
something. Could
I
have followed
guess.
up in some
They
form or
could
fashion.
have followed.
Right,
some
I
way on
don't
Raw.
disagree with that. I'm just saying I don't want them to.
And that's fine. You know what? I understand that. I understand what they did. I understand what they could have done. I prefer what they could have done to what they did. That's all. And I tend to do that a lot with Triple H because his booking's bad and miss Vince McMahon. Let's go on to Asuka. She's coming back for.
By the
Queen of
way, you
Rings.
cried more than ever when Vince McMahon was booking the show.
No, I'm crying way more now, bud. My crying.
That's by
the
design
crying
on your
stock is way up, bud. Way up there. Asuka back. I'm real excited about Asuka being back.
Hell yeah. That was a great surprise.
She's very good.
Yeah.
I almost
I was
wish it
actually
had been a
surprised they
surprise.
didn't make it a surprise.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was
like,
about to say that.
You said the
But they're
word
also
surprise.
doing a surprise in the men's one too, so maybe they didn't want double
Braun
surprise. I don't know.
Strowman, dude. I got this feeling they're
It's
bringing
not
him
gonna
back.
I don't think the
Dude,
fans
I'm
chanted
telling
for
you,
him
dude.
from
Nobody chanted for that.
They've been chanting for
I
Braun.
saw
They've been-
people doing, and by the way, I like Dakota Kai, but I saw people doing trying to do a couple hashtags like bring back Dakota or whatever, and I'm just like, nobody's chanting for that. That's not happening.
No, the problem was
you got to say at the show, guys.
Now the
That's
problem,
only way.
the problem was people dodged Dakotas, and the hashtag was immediately taken over by truck fans. You know what I mean?
My
what
dad
it
used
is.
to have a Dodge Dakota.
I have one. You guys got almost stuck on the bridge in one.
That's not a good selling point for that.
It's a 2000. They don't sell them anymore. That's the point, bud. So Asuka back. That'll be very fun. Bayley returned to attack Becky Lynch. We saw this one coming a bit.
Yeah,
we called it for Money in the
2 days
Bank.
earlier.
2 days early.
Yeah, well, listen, can't.
I think they're doing triple threat IC title at Evolution.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be
what I was
really
talking
fun.
about last week.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
The Oscar return is very fascinating because she's in a match with Stephanie. And so I was looking at this. I'm
Stephanie Vacchi?
like,
Stephanie
McKay? Hold on, we're gonna get there.
One of the greatest moments in the history of our sport.
We're gonna get there, dude. I'm mad as shit, dude. You tell me this is good shit, I'm about to punch at you.
Definitely not with Liv and Vicky.
Okay.
Get on to it. There you go. Right. There's the next point.
Yeah. No, you were saying something. I didn't want to jump in. Finish.
Oh, I was just saying, Asuka's returning after over a year to be in a match with Stephanie. You would assume that Stephanie wins that. But to have Asuka just lose,
well, it's a fatal 4-way, so I guess she just doesn't have to take the pin.
I know, but that kind of sucks that Asuka's not going to win her first match back in Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
Unless someone attacks her.
Or unless Stephanie doesn't win and she gets the pinfall on somebody else.
I mean,
that would suck too. I feel like Stephanie should be in the tournament.
Whatever.
By the way, do you guys like this? Is the fatal 4-ways to open a fucking tournament?
I gotta tell. No, hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute. Fucking fatal 4-way.
Hold on a minute. I like it in theory when booked responsibly. If that makes sense. Like, this would be a good chance to get people who are like mid-card, upper mid-card, and top tier, and you're blending them together, which kind of, I know, but what I'm saying is, as someone,
real first round.
As someone watching this, I'm seeing people who are lower with people who are higher, and now they're all in the same playing field, and it's good for people when they're all fighting for the same thing, and there's higher card people and lower card people in the same matches. So I do like that. Now, if they're going to execute again, I was with WWE worried about them, but I like it. I like what they're doing.
I don't have a huge problem with it. It's kind of because you're getting as many people involved as possible. Like, if you're going to do qualifying matches, or you're going to do just all singles matches in the first round.
Right, as a tournament is.
Right.
Yeah, but that ends up sucking. I know, but that ends up sucking, dude.
What? It's going to take up like a
It hasn't, the King of the Ring matches before the event haven't been good in years, and don't tell me otherwise. You get 5 matches and 2 shows, 3 minutes long each. I'd rather get 20 minutes of one of these fatal 4-ways.
They have fucking 6 hours of TV a week.
And they don't use it, dude. What did
So put the matches on.
Well, they're not, they're not, dude. They got 15 minutes. Jim Cornette said in 3 hours you get 15 minutes entertainment.
To me, like, rather than doing just a bunch of qualifying matches, I am more intrigued by Aleister Black versus Carmelo Hayes versus LA Knight versus Randy Orton. Like, that's going to be fucking wild.
Dude, what do you complain? You tell me I complain about
You could have had Aleister Black against Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight versus Randy Orton.
Yeah, but then you're always beating somebody.
Yeah.
You only got to beat one guy this way.
Yeah.
It's a fucking tournament.
BJ's like, I want to beat all the guys.
Oh, yeah. Got 2 hands.
Yeah, what about your mouth? Put your mouth into it.
There we go.
Get over here like I was sit on it. Go ahead.
You go ahead. Talk about Nikki Bella.
I don't know. They used to have less time on TV and somehow were able to have full first round matches in a tournament.
Well, usually the first round matches were like 5 minutes long and shit.
Yeah, they sucked.
So, make better matches.
Man, you are something else. So let's talk about... all right. Okay. Let's talk about something else that happened.
What's up, bitches?
Oh, God.
Losers.
You're never going to guess who's back in the building, motherfuckers. I was sticking out my tongue. Put this on the gram. Nikki Bella's back. And I got to tell you, I didn't like her the first time through, and I'm not liking her so far the second time through.
It's only going to get worse.
Liv Morgan is, somehow the shining star in this segment because she's trying so hard to work. Kota Ibushi fought a literal dummy, and it was amazing. This woman gets in the ring, and she is like, Liv Morgan. Oh, I didn't say her name. Stephanie Vacchi. McQuay, right? Oh, no, I fucked up a name, didn't I?
I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Yeah, dude, honestly, she's like, I know
all
all
Latina,
about
by
you.
the way.
Yeah.
Nikki Bella is.
I heard. She won't shut the fuck up about it. I heard, dude. She's like, I'm brown, right? Like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. Holy shit. But honestly, Nikki Bella segment, she's terrible. This sucked. I want it to stop. I don't want to ever see
She
this
saw
again.
Evolution 2 and she had to pull a Vampa John
She
and attach herself to it.
She thinks she was legitimately important to the history of women's wrestling.
Dude,
if you remove her, nothing changes.
Looking back, it's actually disgusting she main evented the first Evolution.
Yeah. Dude, it's insane. Because now she's got
And it's
this
also
huge inflated
disgusting
ego.
that she was walking backstage and she sees Io Sky, who is a billion times the wrestler and probably a billion times the person.
Hey, did you look up to me? Did you look up to me?
And they make Io Sky say to Nikki Bella that you paved the way for us.
Unbelievable.
Io Sky, she maybe never even heard of fucking Nikki Bella.
She like, who the fuck are you?
Who's this?
Who the fuck are you? Oh, that's right. Oh, big tits. I get it now. Big tits, yes. So I don't know. I made her Mexican.
Dude.
So, but the truth is, this sucked. And I hated it, and I hate all of this, so I want it to stop, and I don't know what else to say.
Are we getting Nikki versus Liv 1-on-1? Or are we getting the tag team title match? With the returning Brie Bella, or maybe with, like, Natty or somebody like that.
Hold on a minute. So you're telling me there's a chance I get Brie back, too? Brie, man! Remember that?
I thought she was the AEW mark like you now, though.
Dude, well, listen, dude, let me tell you something.
She was a traitor, I thought.
She's gonna be if she steps back in that fucking ring.
Mike, Ringside News is now reporting that it's not fully locked in that it's Liv and Nikki. It could be a tag team match.
Oh, back
They have to throw out all the possibilities so that they can be right.
I'll say this.
Hold on.
I don't know that we really want, in 2025, a Nikki Bella versus Liv Morgan singles match, if we can help it.
Mike, I gotta tell you from the bottom of my heart, I want it more than almost anything else I've ever wanted in my life. I want her to fucking fly too close to the sun, and I want her wings to melt, Mike. I want her to go for a springboard backflip or some dumb shit, and her to miss it. And just miss it God.
The problem is you're thinking more of Brie Bella. Because she would do the suicide dive where I think she would legit try to kill herself.
No, yeah.
She took suicide dive literally.
Well, no, I think I mean Nikki Bella as well. I think I know what I'm saying, pal. I do. She's working face here, bro.
Yeah.
She's working, doing frog splashes.
No reaction to anything she was saying in her promo.
She's like, can you fucking believe it? I'm fucking back! Ah! And people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Huh? The fuck are you,
Nobody asked for this.
They're like, I remember Total Divas. Remember that spin kick from Tamina? Or two Tamina.
No, a guy tried to spin kick her.
Oh, he's that was my favorite
When
moment.
Nikki was out there, I was thinking, like, I can't believe that we actually reviewed those shows.
I can't believe I just walked through the room so many times to review those shows.
They were in the category of so bad they were good.
Yeah. Dude, it's so funny. And then she's
How
back.
many times did we see, like, Big Johnny being the family man, and we know what was happening behind closed doors now.
Honestly, dude, dude, you know what? Everyone's holding secrets. That's what it's like to be in Washington, Mike. They all got secrets.
Probably true.
It's 100% true. Both sides, perverts. But real quick, just want to reiterate real quick. I could not hate this more. I do not want, it's a Dr. Seuss poem. I could not hate this more. I don't want it at my door. I don't like it anymore. I'm about to drop to the floor. Mike, I don't know why.
That's very good.
From the bottom of my heart, Nikki Bella being portrayed as a hero to all the other women while they have to, like, bite their fucking tongues and pretend it's real.
She was a pioneer.
There's got to be so few women in WWE who actually, like, were, like, fans of her growing up.
Like, Roxanne was like, hey, Roxy was like, I love fucking AJ Lee, and AJ says, thanks so much, I love Lita, and you're like, oh, I see the lineage here of, like, what's happening. And then you're like, I loved you, Nikki, and it's like, why? For what? Your father let you like, your father let you like her? I can point to my kid, be like, don't be like this, lady.
Couldn't we have just put her in the freaking battle royal that they're probably gonna have?
They should treat her like
Do we have to waste a spot on the card?
We should start booing Nikki Bella and just fucking be like Hulk Hogan. Oh my God, why are they booing? Oh.
The reverse R-Truth. So
you want a real fun? You want to get me interested in this? You have Liv Morgan come out with fucking Maxim Shibagarov on her arm and shit like that. Let's make it fucking real, dude. Like, let's get real, dude.
That was a good line where Liv was like, why would I be jealous of you? I got a title and I got a man.
Oh, damn, dude. That was, Liv's like, hey, I'm thinking about cutting this promo. You know what I mean? I've talked to Finn Balor and all these other people who are really good in the business. I want to run this by you, Nikki's like, okay, shit. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to say that, you don't have a man. She's like, yeah, I think that'd be fine.
It's too bad Vampa John got married because he wouldn't sign off on it, but we could have got Nikki and Vampa John against Liv and Dominic.
John's in his bus somewhere, you know what I mean, on the show, and Nikki's like, hi, John, it's me again. And he's like, get out of here! Don't you want you
She's trying to bring potpourri again!
Don't you want you stinking up this van? Hey, John, have a good day.
I've never seen a man hate their girlfriend
love-
as much as
seriously. He's like, this is temporary. I mean, don't put that there. It's like, what? What did you say? What was the first part? That's not true. You met my wife. Yeah. All right, let's get into anything else about Raw we missed?
No.
4 out of 10. Too long. WWE Money in the Bank review. I want your match moment overall grade. I'm going to click on this because it's so small. Look, big as shit now. Let's go.
Wow.
Naomi wins the girls' Money in the Bank ladder match.
Oh,
The
yeah.
least deserving person in the match won it. That's wild to see. Yep,
Why you say
said
that?
I fucking said it. Alexa Bliss, I would rather have seen. Gulia, Rhea Ripley,
All right,
Roxanne Perez,
racism.
Stephanie
Got it.
McCool.
That's
No,
no explanation here.
let me tell you something. Not racism at
Yeah.
all. I like Naomi. Always been, minus the whole Perkins incident we had. We've been great friends our whole lives. But from the bottom of my heart, she's a mid-card talent. She's been in fun little stories on the side.
No, she's not.
I like Alexa Bliss more. Gulia deserved it more. Rhea Ripley for sure deserved it more. Roxanne Perez for sure. And if you want to, Stephanie Vacay also fucking deserved it more.
You're
so sorry,
far
bud.
off base here.
Oh, guess what? That's my opinion. She don't deserve it, and
Okay,
I don't like this
you're
at
so
all.
far off base. Rhea, I love more than you do. She should not have won Money
I
in
don't
the
know,
Bank.
bud. I don't know. There's a lot of
she-
respect.
No,
is this a
never.
respect
you're
off?
not even you're not even close to my level on that.
Let me tell you.
believe me.
Uh-oh. Next time we get together, we have to
Believe
have a
me.
respect off.
Yeah, we will. But no, she should not have been winning Money in the Bank. Julia's going after the U.S. title. Should not have been winning Money in the Bank. Stephanie just literally got called up. There's plenty you can do with her. Didn't need to win Money in the Bank. Alexa, she's already won Money in the Bank. Multi-time world champion. Didn't need to win Money in the Bank. The only argument that I will listen to, and it's what I said going into this, it should be either Naomi or Roxanne. So I've been fine with either of them. Naomi was a great choice because you're rewarding what's been excellent work. She's basically been a babyface her whole career, and yeah, there was never really a lot of depth to her character. Now she's a heel, she's fucking killing it. There's a ton of depth to her character. She's been awesome, and you're rewarding it by giving her Money in the Bank, which it's always better with a heel. We've always said that. And she's got this kind of just crazy personality. You never know what she's going to do. She's a wild card. She was a great choice for this, and she deserves it. Totally disagree with you.
I don't think your heel work is as good as you say it is. I'm sorry.
You're wrong, man.
I'm sorry. I like Naomi, but I don't like this so much. BJ?
I agree with both of you. I don't think
what?
the heel run. Yeah, I don't think the heel run is as good as a lot of people are saying it is. So I agree with Donnie in that sense. For example, when she cuts a promo that she shows up at Bianca Belair's parents' house and goes inside. Well, show that to me. Don't just fucking tell me that. That's
not her fault. That was funny.
Okay,
Funny
that's
line.
part of her.
You suffer for your booking. Shut up. You know that's true.
That's part of the heel turn. So, but I enjoy her being Miss Money in the Bank. That's fucking great. And like you said, a heel being Miss Money in the Bank is awesome. Always going to be awesome. And I'm excited to see what she does. I don't know why you would have a problem with her when there was no bad choice except for Rhea.
Donnie's always claimed to be a huge Naomi fan, so that was always a farce.
Well, that was when she wasn't WWE.
No. I love Naomi, and I still do. Again, sans the Perkins incident of 2015. All cool. Dude, we're fucking kosher here. I just believe that, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, if I'm ranking them, I had her ranked 6th of the people I thought who would or should win. So
that's insane.
That's just me. I definitely think Rhea Ripley.
That's just a lack of
with the
understanding
briefcase
of wrestling on your part.
Hey, maybe.
Mike clearly said you should listen to the Larry Lounge show.
Yep, you should have listened to the Larry Lounge.
The who?
Much better conversation.
Yeah.
Larry Lounge.
I don't listen to podcasts. Dominic Mysterio defeated Octagon Jr.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was nothing.
Yeah, but it was a fun angle on Worlds Collide.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a very good show.
I did watch Worlds Collide. I do love lucha wrestling so much. I'll tell you this. Sometimes you forget, because I haven't watched, I don't think we watched Triple Mania this year at all, right? It was last year we watched the one?
No, it was years ago.
No, I watched.
Been a long time
No, because Dr. Wagner did a thing. I think it was 2 years ago. But this year I think I missed. But regardless.
Triple Mania hasn't happened yet this year.
Yeah, it's fucking moron.
The what?
Triple Mania has not happened yet this year.
Yeah, I meant in 2024. I thought we covered it for the show, but I think it was the 2023 one. All right, back to it. Mexican wrestling in general, I think that when you watch it, it's a really different environment. It's a different feeling, a different style. The way that tags are made sometimes in some of those speedy multi-man matches where you can like slide out of the ring and that counts as a tag. Like, it's a very unique feeling. And I've always come to just take it for what it is and not try to compare it to what American wrestling is or Japanese wrestling is. I truly like AAA. And if it's easier for me to watch, I'm down for that. And if you could give me that on like their programming on a more constant basis, that would be entertaining. And if you could get some of your guys, Mike, excursions, right? Can you get some of your guys to go down to Mexico, learn how to work the crowd? Because if Mexican wrestling can do one thing, it's those guys can work the crowd. Those ladies can work the fucking crowd, man. So I love the partnership. I love Del Rio canned. I love the atmosphere, and I saw somebody complain about how many people were in the crowd. It's intimate, and it's always dark in those buildings. They're like,
how many people were in the crowd for what? Worlds Collide?
Yeah.
They had 10K in there. That's pretty good.
I don't know. I only saw about 3, but that's just
okay.
me. I was counting them.
All right, Meltz.
I was counting them.
But I'm really happy about the partnership because what is so we've watched Triple Mania in the past.
Mm-hmm.
What brings Triple Mania down is when they do like fucking the 85-year-old Villanos matches and shit like that. They're not going to be doing that when WWE's got their stamp on it, like a show like this. They're taking like the best of what they have and showcasing them with their own talent, which I think is what made Worlds Collide.
What's the word? Cool. What do they take? What has plagued Mexican wrestling for the last 30 to 40 years? One word, Mike.
Old guys.
But what is? It's a lineage. What is the word? It's nepotism.
Oh, sure.
It's nepotism.
Sure. But that's anything.
But yeah, you're right about that. But honestly, when you have a hierarchy, a structural hierarchy in there, like WWE does now, without Vince McMahon there, you have they're going to have, like I said, you're not going to get like Ultimo Guerrero's brother now all of a sudden's got a title shot that you know he doesn't deserve and shit. You know what I mean? That's kind of what has plagued Mexican wrestling for a long time now.
But they did a nice little angle on Worlds Collide. 5-minute match, got to showcase Octagon, got to show the AAA guys in the crowd, so it was quick and painless.
Yeah, and honestly, the Iguana dude is so fucking over.
Mr. fucking Iguana, baby. I knew when I saw that video package last week and Pat McAfee saying Mr. Iguana's going to be a problem, I'm like, something about this guy. I like the cut of his jib.
Well, no, you know what it is? It's the ridiculous nature of things. Somebody had a great meme, and it showed, it's the meme of like a kid jumping into the water and the mom catching, and then the other one drowning, and then they cut to like there's a dead body on the bottom of the ocean. The bottom of the ocean body was Orange Cassidy. The guy drowning was Joe Hendry, and Mr. Iguana's the new thing. It's just like, it's what it is.
He's the meme wrestler flavor.
Yes, and you know what, dude? There's a place in wrestling for that. It's like a circus. We need that too. And guess what? Mr. Iguana, capitalize on it, baby. I don't know how long it's going to last, but ride that gravy train while it's running. Like the Hawk Tua girl. Don't do crypto.
Yikes. Yeah, she really fell off.
Yeah. Because she
stole all that money and never heard from her again.
Nah, she came back crying. She's like, Hawk Tua, I'm crying now. They're like, hey, dummy. Becky Lynch defeated Lyra Valkyria. I don't know what.
Why are you talking like Nikki Bella?
I know, that was like I got
she never
a stroke.
has to say Lyra Valkyria.
Oh my god, this one's really tough. Like, she's gonna be like The Rock when he gets shit written on his hand, right? She's gonna be like, I respect everyone in the division. Hand goes up. Lyra Valkyria. She's so good at her arms. She's good. This match was fine. I think Lyra's a solid worker. She's like, okay. I want to like Lyra. Like I see what they
vision.
I see what they see, but it ain't there. You know what I mean? To me, and this is gonna sound ridiculous, but it's the only comparison I truly can make like this. She's stunning Lyra Valkyria. She needs to go Stone Cold. I don't know what
stunning
it is.
Steve Austin was better on the mic even though. Like stunning Steve Austin was fine in that regard.
But I'm just saying, she needs Stone Cold.
I get what you're saying though. She is very good in the ring, but and her promos in the Becky feud have been better than I think she's ever done, but it's just not there. Like she's still boring overall.
She needs to come out and be like, she needs to turn on Bayley, side with Becky, be like Becky, but she'll be like Bailey, you come out, you here. You're preaching about your fucking ABCs and shit. She needs to talk like that.
Are you being Stone Cold or are you being the took her job guy?
Well, honestly, if you think about it, there's not that. It's like kind of a slippery slope. From Stone Cold bashing Jake the Snake over fucking his Psalms. Okay, there you go. Anything else?
Good match. I'm glad that Becky won, and then I think they're running that triple threat now that Bayley showed up on Raw.
Yeah, honestly, obviously, with the triple threat, and the match was good, and I actually felt like it was paced really well. And I look at here and it says 15 minutes. I didn't feel at all that it went long. That was a good length. I felt like that was a good match. Really, really, really solid. Not great, but like fucking really close to being great. What did Dave give this, BJ?
I don't think his ratings are out yet.
Oh.
Yeah, he might not have put them out yet.
I don't think it's on.
He waits until after Ring Rust is done. He's smart.
It's a girl, so I think it's like a 3.5 ceiling.
3.25. We got 3.25.
I don't think he's getting 3.5.
That's a ceiling, I said.
Oh, there you go.
Ceiling.
And the floor would be like your son at kindergarten graduation saying he wants to work at McDonald's. That's like the floor. Seth Rollins won the men's Money in the Bank championship match. You had all kinds of shit going haywire in here. Solo Sikoa getting turned on.
I hate you, Solo. Great moment.
El Grande Americano pulling double duty. Chad Gable and fucking Grande Americano. I still love it. I keep thinking it's gonna jump the shark. I'm like ready to be there when it's like
Wade Barrett in this match.
But
Wade Barrett had one of the greatest announcing performances in recent memory in this match about El Grande Americano, because Michael Cole's trying to say it's the same guy as Chad Gable, and then Wade Barrett's talking about how he compared the nipple size of El Grande Americano and Chad Gable, and they're not the same person. And then he's saying how he puts a steel plate in his mask, and Wade Barrett's like, that's a patch for his eczema. That's not a steel plate. It's just like, just making excuses for everything that Grande Americano
I gotta tell you.
Amazing.
It was a Bobby Heenan type of performance in that particular match.
Honestly doesn't sound fun at all. I don't.
Just with
I watched it with the volume down, and I didn't hear him say those things, but it doesn't sound very fun. Honestly, I find Wade Barrett, I don't quite enjoy him as much as I thought I would.
What?
Wow, it's all really dumb. Not surprising coming from you.
Honestly, like in terms of English accented announcers, he's not even close to Nigel.
He's definitely better than Nigel.
That's just not true, and I think you
It
know
is
it
true.
inside. You just don't want to.
No, I've loved Wade Barrett ever since they put him on NXT to be an announcer.
I remember that. It was stupid then. It's stupid now.
No, he's the best announcer in the business right now to me.
But Seth Rollins winning, right?
Yeah.
We knew this, right?
Yep.
We picked it. We had some dark horses, but we picked Seth, and that was a safe bet, and that's what we did.
That was the safest of all.
A lot of
bets.
shenanigans.
Yes. Well, it's a no DQ match, so I would assume that
sure. I mean, we said
shenanigans are allowed.
I feel like we thought that CM Punk and Sami Zayn could get involved here as well, which they didn't. I thought that was
I was surprised
that they
didn't. I think they were just maybe not there.
Considering everyone else kind of came out, I definitely thought they were going to come out as well.
Well, we see Sami Zayn's doing something else, and we see CM Punk was fucking trying to find a way to. She was trying to find an ivory tower somewhere to stand up in and talk about Saudi Arabia and then sell soul to the devil.
So Seth winning. But it's funny, like Jacob Fatu comes out there, take out other people that are trying to take out Solo, and then turns on Solo. I was like,
he hates everyone.
I'm gonna take out these people just to show you that I can.
I live by DTA.
It was a great moment. It was very much, listen, this is a bit of
Stone Cold Jake.
It's a little bit of like cheating when it comes to this match. Like you're gonna have all these people come out. They're gonna take 10 minutes of this match to do.
Well, it's like a Royal Rumble. You take advantage of it. It can be the best thing
to get
for
your
you.
shit in match.
Right.
Yeah,
so like when I'm thinking
match.
about favorite match, favorite moment, like I don't know. To me, like the women's match is more cohesive. They're not doing as many things like this overbooked. So like to me,
no, I agree. I thought the women's was better.
Yeah, but I also think it had intrigue on its side, where this one kind of had an obvious outcome. So all the gimmicky stuff that came with it made it better.
Mm-hmm. I do like the follow-up I actually really enjoyed on SmackDown what they were doing heading into this match. They did a good job of selling the same for the women's match too, but I thought they did a better job selling the men's match with LA Knight and Seth Rollins out there. So I'm intrigued coming out of this with LA Knight and Seth Rollins.
Right. Now
It definitely
Knight
seems
screwed
like there's
over
a
Braun Breaker on Raw, so
Yep.
they're building something.
and it definitely seems like there is once again a groundswell for LA Knight to kind of get some a bigger push.
It's almost like people like that guy.
I feel like this happens like the last
Like
3
every
years
year,
of Money in the
right.
Bank. The groundswell happened.
Yep.
Well, this is what I remember it used to be for Ambrose. Everybody be hot as shit, dude, and they'd be like, you know what? Hold on, we're gonna cool them off for a little bit, then see how hot you are. And then you're like, wait, what? So they better not do that again.
And El Grande Americano in his first Money in the Bank match, just an amazing performance. His first match of the day.
First match of the day. Did not have a fucking 20-minute main event against Vikingo earlier.
Which was a banger.
Match of the weekend.
Which was a
As far as I'm
fucking
concerned.
banger, dude. Oh, you didn't see Dynamite yet.
That was on the weekend?
That was
or was that last Wednesday?
Maybe they're
from
going to
last
do a
week.
9-hour Dynamite on the weekend. I don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore.
Dude, what is it called again? 4 hours, dude.
Summer Blockbuster.
Woo!
Summer Blockbuster. Did I see that they have like
That's
2,000
fucking
tickets
blue, by
sold
the
for
way.
the next Summer Blockbuster this week?
The what?
The Summer Blockbuster, they sold like 2,000 tickets to it.
I don't know. I don't fucking worry about dumbass stats like that. I just
just
watch the awesome
it got
programs.
sent to me.
Here's all I know is that
You actually were just worrying about it a few minutes ago when you were talking about Worlds Collide.
Roku TV, brother. I got NWA now, dude. So guess what?
Has it not been
now
on
it's on
YouTube this whole
YouTube.
time?
Yeah. It's been on YouTube. Watch it there.
Is that where RRR Gaming is?
Unfortunately.
Let's go. It just rolls off the tongue, dude. Rim Gaming. See, that's what I'm doing. Gaming. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso defeat.
Also, hold on. Braun Breaker's spear to start this on
El Grande.
It was fucking awesome.
Somehow, every time he does a spear, it's like his new best one ever.
That shit was great. But yeah, Cody and Jay beat John Cena and Logan Paul because Ron fucking Killings came back. That was such an awesome moment. I knew exactly who it was
the most
when it came
surprising
out.
moment in wrestling probably since Punk returned at Survivor Series.
That was wild.
My memory sucks, so I can't say that, but it was very good. So I had managed to miss the main event of Raw, but I knew heading into watching this that, R-Truth had come back, right? So knowing that was going to happen, I was like, when's it going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. Got it. I was like, okay. It was very well done. I loved the whole thing. The follow-up, doo-doo butter, we talked about that already, but this part handled perfectly. Loved it.
That was great.
It was like when somebody got in
H.
the ring, at first I was like, who is this? And then like after a couple seconds, like, is this R-Truth?
It's a fan. I knew right away it was a fan, but then I was mistaken.
You knew that was spoiled for you. I knew right away it was R-Truth. She was great.
It was a lot. It's a lot like when Matt Hardy got fired during the whole Edge thing, and then they had the fans on him back, and he came back, and like it was totally unexpected. So it's cool that that happened.
Yeah,
again, should have never been let go of in the first place.
It was a PR disaster.
At least it had
they
a
made a
happy
huge
ending
mistake,
to the
right?
situation.
It was a PR disaster. They made a huge mistake. Triple H looks like a complete fool again. This would not have happened under Vince McMahon. This proves once again that
Vince never released anybody that people wanted.
I want to say one.
Vince didn't contribute to CM Punk leaving the company and then do nothing to try to bring him back.
CM Punk's a crybaby bitch. I don't hear one other word
okay,
about it.
got it.
He's a hypocrite and a total piece of shit. I would never be friends with him in real life. Fuck him. So, Mike,
You wouldn't want to be friends with you. Nobody does.
Can I be honest with you right now?
I
wouldn't have asked him. I don't want to be his friend. Match, moment, overall grades, Mike.
Favorite match I think was the women's Money in the Bank match. Like BG makes a good point. Like it's not like really a match in the sense of the traditional sense, but in terms of like the most entertaining, I would say that was on the card. I'm sorry.
It's a match. I don't hear that shit. It's a gimmick.
It's a match, but it's favorite moment definitely Ron Killings returning at the end. Grade, give it a 7.5. Everything on the show was good. I liked the winners of both ladder matches.
Whoa.
I liked R-Truth returning. Can't complain too much about it.
Yeah, that score is so inflated, you might take off there, buddy. BJ?
Nice.
Was a 75 like an incredible fucking score for you?
For me, yeah.
Okay.
I went to DCCC, baby. That ain't just my report card. BJ?
I agree with Mike, but I would give it a 7 out of 10.
I disagree with Mike.
A 70? Oh my god!
Yeah, that's a D, dude. That's a D.
It's a good show.
It's not.
69
is failing.
It's out of 10. It's not the same thing as leather grade.
Well, no, because it's out of 10 or out of 100. You're just multiplying by 10.
Yeah.
I get it, but it's just different on the scale.
No, it's not.
Not
For
like
me.
Good, great.
Not for
If
me,
you
it's
took
not.
a 10-question quiz and you got a 7 out of 10,
You got a 70 on it.
you got a 70.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Hold on. Stick around. We'll talk about, decimal points, all that shit. We'll do that later.
Let's do how to tell time.
Matt, don't even start me. The big hand, the little hand. Oh, God, dude. Let's go.
What's this other hand?
The women's that's second. It moves so fast. Watch it quick. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match. That is the match of the night. The moment of the night here is. Can I tell you real quick?
Oh, you forgot.
Cobb getting speared through the fucking barrier, right? That's what you're talking about. I'm over them doing that. They do that shit all the time now.
It's so funny you say that because I was thinking that when it happened because the way they do it where it's like there's nothing around the barricade to where it would have this impact. It just falls over. Yeah. Like it looks like shit now.
They just need to get stronger barriers.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Just use that lady who fucking held up the barrier when Stone Cold crashed into her. She was great, dude. Just have her shoulder in the fucking low to the wall. Fuck, blam, you ain't going nowhere, dude.
It's gonna be a lot of more lawsuits.
That shut his ATV the fuck down, dude. Broke that motherfucker. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match was so full of like run-in spots and so much good stuff. I love it. I genuinely love Jacob Fatu. So I'm going to say the whole grabbing solos foot. I love, and also I'm yearning for the bloodline so hard that I just I get a morsel. I'm like, tasty. So tasty.
Solo's very funny.
Yeah. I honestly.
Solo's been great.
Solo's been fucking
really
great.
Transformed
lately,
into
he was
a character.
Well,
him trying to make an alliance with each person by doing their shtick. Was great.
Yep.
and I loved him coming out on SmackDown, the three of them against Seth's team. That was I was actually looking forward to that 6-man, and I guess we're not going to get it, though.
So, I'll say this to you. I give it a 4 out of 10.
Nice.
Good
score for you.
What'd you say, bud?
I said I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's pretty good for me. Yeah, exactly. Worlds Collide, we already talked about it, kind of, so just give me your match moment overall grade, Mike.
For Worlds Collide?
Yep.
Favorite match was definitely Vikingo and Chad Gable. They fucking went crazy in that match. It was very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite moment would have to be when Mr. Iguana made his way into the ring. This man, he puts his iguana on the ground, La Yesca, and I'm like, what's this man's angle? What's he gonna do? He takes his foot, puts it under the iguana, flips it up. The iguana does a flip and lands perfectly on his shoulder. It was the best type of thing like that I've seen since Roman Reigns caught the microphone when Brock threw it at him and went at him.
To me,
this was on that level.
It's Mr. Perfect Mr. Perfect throwing the towel over his shoulder and landing on Heenan's shoulder.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What was it? I remember one time fucking Perfect threw the gum and Heenan caught it. Right? He's just fucking crazy like that. Yes, you do that kind of shit, and we're all gonna be like, what? It's still a circus. Remember, wrestling's a circus. It was part of a circus thing. It's a circus carnival atmosphere. So you kick that iguana on your shoulder and be like, hey! If this motherfucker comes out with a real iguana sometimes, too, you got a kid's market corner, dude. No, it becomes like a special charity. He's still always got the pet little one because we can sell those like a motherfucker. But the one that's like a real one that comes out every once in a while, and he's like, oh, he brings out for special occasion, like the demon.
So the iguana's the demon.
Yeah. Well, he would be like a bearded dragon or something big as shit. Kimono dragon. What are the ones that the biggest shit with the long tongues?
Yeah, Komodo dragon.
Yeah, hell yeah. Bring a couple of those motherfuckers out. He's got 2 of them, dude, like they're pit bulls. They're just
I'm giving the show an 8 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was fun from start to finish. Corey Graves was great on commentary. Conan was comatose, but it was still nice to hear. It was very crazy to see Conan on WWE programming.
I could do without him. He's a leech.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Yep. Sorry, but he's.
You always fucking loved Conan forever, but here we go.
I don't know. Seems like a fucking leech to me. Yeah, that's it. Hey, hello, BJ.
Favorite match was the main event by far. I think that was the best match of the whole weekend, as we expected it to be. It was fucking great. Chad Gable. It's awesome to see him in this role. We've been championing for Chad Gable to get a push for what feels like over a decade. Has to be, right?
Sammy
No,
Wow.
You're just making shit up. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I am. Gonna speak in facts. We've collectively loved Chad Gable ever since he was in NXT, and he deserves this spot. There was a spot where Vikingo did a 630 from top rope to the outside onto Gable's back. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, he's really good at wrestling.
That was my favorite moment. And overall grade, I have no investment in this show or most of the characters. I thought they did a good job selling it, but it's a 7 out of 10. I don't like that this was mere hours before Money in the Bank and that the entire day was spent having to watch wrestling. Do this on a different day.
So you're jaded as fuck in that score.
Well, you do all your watching of wrestling during your work when you should be working, so it's a little different for us.
First off, I get all my work done. Don't you worry about my fucking job, okay?
That's questionable.
Hey, people love me.
I'm just saying that you watch during work. If I know one thing,
after today,
you're at
people at work
McDonald's.
my work love me.
No one loves you. Everyone hates you.
Favorite
Your fucking
match.
YouTube show fucking blows.
It's not a show. It's a series of games, but I'm just a gamer guy now. My son's thing, some of the kids were like, I want to be a YouTuber. I was like, already am, loser, right?
No, you're not. You are not a YouTuber.
Unbelievable. Don't tell him that.
I was talking about my son. I was talking about somebody else's kid, not mine.
Oh.
Mine wants to work at McDonald's. I'm almost positive it's just because he saw that he could work at a place that has unlimited chicken nuggets, because he doesn't get them very often. And I gave it to him for like a special occasion. It's like bacon for my son. Main event, Vikingo, Chad Gable. Makes me want Chad Gable versus Kenny Omega quite a bit. Moment. Can I just say, Ethan Page in the ring is mid, right?
Yep. Always has
like
been.
the character when he was in TNA and he did all the funny like ninja stuff, like that was kind of fun. I like that.
No.
I thought that sucked. I like him quite a bit.
No.
Oh wow!
He's
so
not
you flipped the other way.
Spectacular in the ring.
There we go. Here we go.
He's
WWE.
I barely even saw him in AEW,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Character-wise, I think he does a good job. Promo-wise, he's a good heel. He kind of reminds me of a not as good in the ring what Bobby Roode was in NXT.
No, not even close. Not even fucking close.
Cool.
And overall grade,
it's what he reminds me of.
overall grade, I'll say like 6.5 out of 10. I had fun watching it. It was good. It's good.
A 65?
Yeah.
That's passing.
Failed. But
What?
you know, Night of Champions confirmed card. Dude, it just says, it's so small. It says TBD, King of the Ring final for the Goyles and the Boys, and John Cena versus CM Punk. And this is in Saudi Arabia. We already talked about CM Punk being one of the biggest hypocrites in wrestling history, approaching Hulk Hogan. I know you keep saying, "Oh, brother," he's approaching Hulk
it's
Hogan.
So pathetic. Like,
hold on, he said he
gives
would
a
never
fuck?
go back to WWE.
He didn't say that.
He went back to WWE. Yes, he did. Don't.
Oh
do this.
no, I don't even know if he said that. I don't think he ever did say that.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You and him deserve each other because you're both fucking hypocrites.
Okay.
This is going to be junk. I don't give a shit about it. The King of the Ring stuff, you don't like the Fatal 4-Ways. I do. So do we have anything else to mention here?
I mean,
No,
should we
guess not.
go through it?
No, do you want to pick winners real quick of each Fatal 4-Way? Sami Zayn already won his. So, Aleister Black, Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, Randy Orton. Mike, pick a winner.
Randy Orton.
BJ?
Carmelo Hayes.
Okay, I'm going to take Aleister Black. Andrade, Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Cody.
Cody.
Bronson Reed, Rusev, Sheamus, and Tuba?
What do we think Tuba is?
Braun Strowman.
No.
I'm riding with it, dude. No, fuck you. I want him back.
There's somebody who's been injured for a while that could fit into this.
Just say it then.
Ilya Dragunov.
I can see it
he's
being
ready?
Jey Uso.
Could be.
I don't know. That's interesting.
I say Bronson. No.
Yeah, wait, what about? Oh no, Bronson Reed's in it.
I'll say Rusev wins this.
Dude, I'm saying Braun comes back, Braun wins, Braun Cody beats Braun, Sami Zayn beats Aleister Black, Sami Zayn beats Cody with a little bit of help, you know what I mean?
Mike,
John Cena's fucking him over.
Stupid. Mike, is there someone from NXT that they can come up?
Trick Williams.
No,
he's
TNA champ.
He's not Turbo, he's Tina.
Ricky Saints.
Who? Fucking
Ricky
who?
Saints.
Fucking who?
No. I feel like they would.
I mean, he's the only person
another,
on the verge of getting
who's
called
another
up.
big man? Because this is a big man match.
Obafemi, yeah.
No.
Obafemi, real quick though, Obafemi coming into this big meaty man slap meat match and winning, that's a big deal. That match, honestly, that would be an incredible 4-way, and him winning would be an incredible moment. But he will lose to Cody Rhodes, and I think that doesn't even hurt him that much. I'm actually fine with that. Ryback, dude! Oh, God. Braun Strowman also satisfies my big meaty man slap meat.
Like, are we getting Cody versus Sami Zayn in the finals?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, and then somehow...
And I think, I'm going to say Sami wins.
Yeah, Sami wins because, like, John Cena does something.
No.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you right now.
Sami Wow is going to win.
Yeah. Okay, and do you have anything else, BJ? How about the Queen of the Ring? Jade Cargill, Mitchin, Nia Jackson, Piper Niven.
Mitchin?
Jade.
Mitchin with Niven. Jade, yes.
I'm
Alexa
going to go with
Bliss,
Jade as well.
Alexa Bliss, say it faster. Alexa Bliss, Candice LeRae, Charlotte Flair, and Chelsea Green.
Charlotte.
Asuka, Ivy Nile, Raquel Rodriguez, Stephanie McCurr.
Stephanie McQuay.
Asuka. Roxanne Perez and Jade Cargill.
Roxanne.
I'm gonna say Roxanne because Naomi.
Yeah, I agree. I think Naomi screws her.
Jade Cargill. Alexa Bliss. Oh wait, you said Charlotte Flair and whoever you got winning that next one.
We said Stephanie.
Stephanie McQuay.
I'm gonna say Stephanie.
I'm gonna say Asuka, and Jade Cargill beats Asuka in the finals to become Queen of the Ring.
Stephanie McQuay.
Beats Roxanne. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. The cry. Oh god, I can't even. Makes me sick. All in confirmed card looking like it's gonna be amazing. We got Timeless Tony Storm against Mercedes Moné, banger. John Moxley, Hangman Adam Page, a banger. And what's this one? Okada Omega again, a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
I'll tell you what, if they just had Swerve and Ospreay added to this, you'd have a fucking great card. That's all you need.
Let's make sure we had 15 matches that are meaningless.
I'll tell you right now, if you did Swerve and Ospreay.
Well, they're doing it this week.
They're going to do it in front of 2K fans this week.
No, they're going to hold it off. Someone's going to get involved.
Oh, yeah?
No, they're not going to do that.
We're getting the first fuck finish in AEW history. That's not true. We've had a couple fuck finishes.
Ospreay said AEW sucks. So.
He did say that. Yo,
you're the reason this plate sucks!
I could not believe he said that.
Ospreay is a bit fucking short-witted. But he's a good wrestler, dude.
Every fucking day he's crying about something about WWE, him and Ricochet. What has Tony got like an extra clause in their contracts to like shit on WWE?
That shit's organic, dude.
Oh,
that shit's organic, man.
They're
easy
have
to hate.
Cry. It's like Donnie.
I was gonna say
day.
It's pretty easy, dude. It's actually pretty
once
easy.
you wake up, you have to cry about something.
No, I don't cry. I look at my
dick
and my wife and I think, got it made, motherfucker.
You do cry.
Got it made, motherfucker. Yeah. And then the world gives me fucking lemons, and guess what I do?
Cry nonstop. You cry some more.
I put them in my eyes and not cry. AEW All In looks better than anything.
That'd be crazy torture.
Yeah, salt in your wounds too. I'm gonna say All In could be a 10 out of 10. Early favorite to be a 10 out of 10 pay-per-view.
You give every AEW pay-per-view of all time a 10 out of 10, so
that's not true. I've been honest.
The floor was 9.
Yeah, the floor.
What was 9?
The floor was 9.
Oh, okay, yeah. The floor was 9.
Yeah, the floor.
But in reality, his floor is 10.
Yeah.
That's not true. Patreon poll results. By the way, AEW is doing amazing things. Everybody.
They're really not. Fyter Fest fucking blew.
Fyter Fest was great, dude.
Why are they doing 4-hour fucking shows?
Well, because of the playoffs.
Figure something else out.
Well, I love it. I gotta tell you, I love it. It gives me
For those that
don't
know.
Sure. You just said Raw 2.5 hours was too long.
Yeah. Because it sucks. AEW is awesome.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I think they had, one women's match on the entire 4 hour? That's nice.
Girls, dude? Come on, dude. What do you want to do? You want to just
fucking
throw something together if there's no storyline there to make it happen?
Build one.
You can't. Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné, they're already locked up in horns. They got this fucking top
That's
two
true.
stars,
Those
the
are
top
the
two
only
divisions.
they care about. That's true.
Those are hold on, Bubba. No, they care about a lot of women. They're the top two women on the roster, and they're fighting each other. So right now, yeah, you may be lacking secondary storylines until they break apart again.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a golden opportunity to build up all.
They are. Look at Willow, dude. Those are doing stuff. Shut up. You don't watch the show. You know you don't.
Okay. They're not doing anything with Willow right now, actually.
That's not true at all, dude. She
Yeah,
was
what
in
are they
two
doing?
backstage segments the last 2 episodes.
Oh, great. Okay.
Building to something. What are you complaining about, man?
Yeah, go ahead. No,
Cry, baby, cry.
That's you, brother.
Poll results. BJ.
For those that don't know, the first of every month we put a poll, patreon.com/ringrusradio. If you support us, you can vote and leave a comment. This month's poll, courtesy of Mike Yard. Who should John Cena face his retirement match?
It's only him because you decide
question.
not to make my question.
It's because you show up late for everything, and your ideas suck also, so.
His question was like, what's better, to go on the beach or a mountain?
Yeah, you want to go for the
that
summer?
was
Is it the
fucking
beach or the
terrible.
This is
mountain?
the fucking level of input we get from this guy.
Let me tell you something. Keeping it simple for the people.
Wrestling podcast. Do you want to go to the mountains? Want to go to my cabin?
Yeah, joke's on them. It's actually a contract. They got to hang out with me. Sucker.
Yeah.
Sucker.
I'm going to say people voted for CM Punk.
I'm going to say people voted for The Shore.
Mike is correct. Donnie, you're a fucking moron.
Held down again.
But Mike is only half correct because CM Punk tied with someone else.
Oh.
From John Cena's, indirectly tied to John Cena's past. You guys want to take a guess?
What was the question again? I don't even remember the question.
Who should John Cena face in his retirement match? So the final
Rock?
match. No.
Roman Reigns?
Hulk Hogan.
No. Wasn't an option.
Cody.
Stupid, dude.
No.
What? Who is that? I don't care.
Uncle Howdy.
Oh, I would never have thought of that.
Yeah,
That many people
there you
vote
go.
for Uncle Howdy?
Wow, dude.
Adil Gurez says beating John Cena in his final match would be the perfect springboard for Trick and make him an even bigger star on the main roster.
Oh, Trick Williams. That's
Facing-
interesting.
Facing current main roster talent would be a waste in my opinion.
That should be Carmelo Hayes if we're honest. but that's fine.
Obafemi.
Oh, well,
Squash.
Carmelo Hayes got 0 votes. Olafemi got 11% of the votes, as did Trick and The Miz.
Hey,
Yeah,
how,
the
you know,
Miz,
how,
sorry, that
I'm
Miz.
doing third.
you know, how Carmelo
And Cody
Hayes
got
has
11.
fallen off, huh? That's crazy.
Ever since he got to the main roster.
I mean, he was
Fucking
like
bullshit.
everybody's
the
number
guy.
one guy, and
Yep.
then fucking
He
now
was the
every
guy.
They made him a first-round pick.
yeah.
Yep, and they did nothing with him.
Nope.
Jim Del Chapo says Bray showed and called out Cena's true hypocrisy in the Funhouse, so it's only fitting that he has a hand in Cena's finale.
Oh my
He's
God!
talking about
Could you
Uncle Howdy.
imagine? Could you imagine fucking what Bray could have done with CM Punk? Oh my God! He would have called out his hypocrisy. He would have had so much material to work from with the hypocrisy thing.
Just like we have a ton of material of hypocrisy, courtesy of Donnie Wood over at patreon.com
That's true.
/RingRustRadio. You can hear the ad-free version of our podcast. You can get early access to upcoming retros like SummerSlam 1989 and our top 10 SummerSlam performers and pay-per-view matches list. But most importantly, you can sign up right now to hear our current era fantasy draft. We did that tonight, so you can hear it right now early. And you can sign up for next month's bracket, taking place Tuesday, July 15th at 6 p.m. Eastern. We have no idea what it is yet.
Okay, I have one more note real quick. Actually, 2 more notes real quick.
Before we get to
Before
Smart.
we get to Smart said it on this thing. Yes, Mike.
Oh, yeah. I
Uh,
didn't forget about that.
No, I have something I got to say here real quick. All the ads in the ring and on the ladders and all the shit is really throwing me. I fucking hate it.
So bad.
I get it, Mike. I know you're going to say they do it on the jerseys, and I hate it there, too.
What, the ads on the
I
ladder?
fucking can't. I hate it, dude. I fucking hate it. I really do. I hate
the
how
ring
corporate
mat-
everything is, dude. It's
The ring
awful.
that pisses me off the most. It looks so
They have
fucking
just
bad.
Prime bottles hanging out and shit. Like, what are we doing here, dude? This isn't a
It's
fucking
horrible.
commercial. It's
Everything is
crazy.
commercial.
It has
crazy,
no
dude.
impact on me personally.
Yeah, because
but-
you suck fucking WWE dick.
Dude,
and you don't
AEW
care,
was
dude.
putting fucking shit on the mats on the turnbuckles. I never said a word about it because I don't care.
Well, I'm telling
I
you,
care.
it bothers me.
It's like saying the NHL was ruined because they put ads on the boards. I mean, it just is what's going to happen.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah,
It's 100% the same thing because you would watch hockey and it would be a white background.
No, because
and they put
around the ring,
I'm
okay with that. I'm okay with that around the ring when they sell like a Mountain Dew fucking ad for a match or something like that or Slim Jim. But when it's on the fucking mat, it's so fucking annoying. And it's
they also put
the
stuff
whole
on the
mat
ice.
is everywhere. It's horrible.
It's just how sports are.
I don't care.
It's gonna be that
It's
way.
fucking terrible.
Like
and that was
it was
the
never
ring
like
was
that in
always
WWE.
sacred.
Yeah, it was never
Vince
like that.
never allowed
again,
that shit.
That's fine.
So
You
much
can
better.
not be happy about
I miss
it, but
Vince.
I'm not gonna
Sing it.
be
I
worried
miss
about it
Vince.
because this is how it's gonna
I
be.
miss Vince. I miss Vince. Again, dude, it keeps getting louder and louder, dude. Vince was the best thing that ever happened to this company, dude. You know it.
I mean, he did create it, basically, so.
I heard that, son. Also, Tekla. I love this lady. You say there's nothing going on in the women's division?
Because she does a spider
Tekla,
walk?
and also she's part of a punk band.
That is the dumbest fucking
shit.
thing.
You
was dumb
honestly
when Bray
though,
did it.
I was
I've
gonna
always
say,
hated that.
you're at least
Shouldn't you be like
consistent.
a spooky person if you're gonna do it?
I'm at least
No,
consistent with that.
she's just like a contortionist. Like she could just crawl around and shit.
I did hate when Bray would do it and people would act scared. It's like, why
Right,
would
it's
you
so
be
dumb.
afraid
Well,
of
they're
that?
doing the same thing in AEW with this girl, Don.
I love it. Oh, yeah, call him Donnie. He's a lot like me, huh?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He's very
a lot
nice.
like me, huh?
You're not nice at all. You're a piece of
No,
shit.
you're an asshole.
Time for Smug said the dumbest things. Was the song here? Maybe. Or maybe not. Depends on if I forgot
Definitely
or not
not.
by the time we get to later. But we're going to do Smugs here. So, Mike, Patreon.com/ringrusradio. That's how you go to donate to the show. But what you actually look for is ringrusradio@gmail.com. That's what I was looking for. And you want to send your Smarks comments over like our friends did after every single pay-per-view. We scour the internet along with our friends, finding the dumbest, wild... I do. I still do. I still do. It's hard to find
Mouse in your
articles
pocket?
that have comments on them, too. Anymore. Like it's just impossible. You got to go to Facebook. I don't have a Facebook, so I can only see the first three.
You do have a Facebook.
Well, the show, but that's different. So guys, I got to thank some people. Clint Williams, very nice guy. Very nice guy. Nathan Tomlanovich, the smart collector, he's back, baby. Dante is back. Leon CK, George Cruz, Matt Bowers, and our old friend Ben Schneider even came out of the woodwork to help us out on this one. So these are the top comments from.
Thanks, guys, for
Money in the
forcing
Bank.
Donnie to do something.
Thank you.
Yeah, honestly, we answered. This Smarks almost went away because of BJ and Mike's.
They did
ignorance.
go
You.
away. They did go away for a
You.
long time because you were lazy.
Yeah,
And
you didn't do your job.
people had their voices heard. They're like, "We're gonna stop supporting you," and I said, "Hold up, wait a minute, I'll fix it." So let's get into this, Mike.
Too much people sitting down in the crowd. Go watch old matches. Everyone was standing up, them.
Oh yeah.
Space period.
Space period. Everyone was standing up by them. Hell yeah, dude. I heard that.
And that's not even true. There's not everybody standing up for all matches back in the day.
No,
You're actually not supposed to be standing up during matches.
Yeah, well,
Unless it's like big moments.
yeah, I was gonna say you're supposed to sit down and then rise up when everyone rises up. It's usually a universal thing, and then everyone sits down. There's an etiquette
It's called
to it.
common courtesy.
Can I tell you something? Every person out there who says, I don't know, you nothing. Yes, we all fucking know each other, a little bit of common courtesy. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, you should
moment.
fucking try it.
I'm very common courtesy, and I
You're a
don't
fucking
tip
piece of
at
shit.
buffets. Number 2?
That's not common courtesy.
It's enough for the elderly. Vicky, Naomi, Charliette, to give the youth a chance to be heroes.
There you go. The
Who is
elderly.
Vicky?
Who is Vicky?
That's maybe Nikki?
Guerrero?
Maybe
I don't know.
maybe
I don't
Nikki.
know Vicky.
Nikki
Mickey
Bella.
James? She's not on the
No.
show.
Well, Nikki
No,
Bella. It'd be Nikki
Vicky
Bella.
wasn't.
Oh,
no,
Nikki
this is
Bella.
Money in the Bank,
Yeah.
dude.
Vicky.
I don't know when this comment came in. People just sent you. I don't know when the fuck it happened.
Were they trying to spell Alexa?
That can't be.
No way. That's too big a jump. Even my autocorrect is like, nah, bro. Number 3. Yeet! Jey Uso, the man and champ, and people's champ, and my champ, and yeet! Thanks. Lost the next night.
This person is devastated.
It was 2 days later.
Lost them. Oh yeah, lost 2 nights
Jey
later.
Uso with an A, by the way. They're such a huge fan that they
Hell yeah,
misspelled his 6-letter name.
Dude, that's good quick math, bud. Number 4.
I would like to know how in the heck Seth Rollins won with help. Where are the other wrestler helping out their friends? No DQ, right? That was the worst money in the I've ever seen.
money in the.
That's the worst money in the I've ever seen in my life. I've ever seen it. That is wild, dude. Okay, 5.
Why the fuck does WWE make this sheet so predictable, bitches?
Predictable. PRE-DICK hyphen TBLE.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to really emphasize dick.
Yeah,
And Y
yeah,
is just
dude.
the letter Y.
We should get this person on the show.
Bitches.
Guess what? You already do. I've been here the whole time, folks. Number 6.
This is fitting for you.
They need to turn Tyler Bate into El Grande Britannico. Or Britannico. I think that's still not right. And Akira into El Grande Japanico. Americana needs help cleansing the WWE from these filthy luchadors.
Yikes.
We'll take care of soon.
Wow.
Whoa.
Downward for sure. Yeah, is that a threat at the end?
At the end, that's what I said. At the end, it's a little bit ominous. I was honestly chill until he fucking threatened me at the end. And now I'm like fucking a little scared. Number 7.
Michael Cole isn't good at talking about heels. Americano and Gable are different, asshole. Cole, C-O-A-L, by the way.
I have to tell you, the way you raged into asshole, I just heard every rage, like, road rage incident you've ever had in your life. That is what the person who just cut you off at fucking Home Depot has heard over your fucking radio. Do it again.
I've had a lot of practice of that. People don't know how to fucking drive.
I know. Do it again.
Americano and Gable are different, asshole.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely a
That's a yield sign, asshole. You don't have to stop. Number 8.
I truly do not get how fans can't see that WWE doesn't take care about their fans, or WWE doesn't care about their fans.
Mm-hmm.
How many are they going to push Rollins? I don't get it. It's not good. LA Knight deserves that push. Fans need to stop with the "this is awesome" chants when it's actually not that good and mediocre. Dom mid-stereo wrestling a sub 5-minute match because he can't wrestle.
From Donnie. From Donnie's burner.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, it's
Dom
my burner because
definitely
she was
can
on
wrestle.
fire,
It's great.
dude. Fire. My hand's burning so hot. Why Hey Man so fat?
Aw.
Hey, man.
Hey man.
Why Hey Man so fat? That's what's wild, dude. Oh shit, give me another one.
This is the worst Money in the Bank match ever.
Money and the Bank.
Money and the Bank match ever.
It sounds like a funny movie. I'm Money in the Bank here.
Set group sucks and is boring. Can you give brief case to no one else?
Oh shit, dude. This is good, dude. Seth is
Seth.
He wanted to say Seth so bad and Steph too because we're the same person. You're right. Yo, can I tell you right now? Little dreams, and they come to me so quickly. I need a podcast. You know, Steph does that thing where they do a podcast where they're on a boat.
What?
Right? And then she should do one with Seth. That'd be great.
On a boat.
On a boat, yeah. I mean, remember you didn't see the thing where the Bloodline and her were on the boat together?
I didn't know they were on a boat.
Yeah, they were on a boat together doing a thing. It definitely looked like that Pornhub
didn't see
fucking
that.
start.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
Good for her. Live your life, girl, because I know you're single because you dumped Triple H.
That's nothing.
She's like, you can't get it up, your heart's weak.
Dude.
I don't think that directs us. I don't think that's any type of.
100% does. 100%
Get
does
some
about
pills.
blood flow. Yeah, dude, with that heart, dude, you should have fucking popped like a tick.
Speaking of, I'd let Stephanie smash my face anytime. Call me.
Call me! I think they mean a different Stephanie in this situation, though.
Stephanie McQuay.
McQuay,
Yeah.
yes. These two mental mid-gets should be sterilized. I don't know who this about. I don't know who this is about, but I love it. Let me start it again because it snuck up on me. These two mental mid-gets should be sterilized. Yeah, not you, sir. Not you or ma'am.
Can I jump in here real quick?
Sure, please.
My favorite moment from Worlds Collide was Masquerita Sagrada being there.
Oh, yeah, he was in the crowd. That was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love him.
Mm-hmm.
Lucha.
Legend.
Number 13, please.
Cheaters. Seth and Becky.
Ooh, it's like a haiku. It's a haiku. Cheaters.
It's the worst
Seth
haiku I've
and
ever seen.
Becky. Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy I get this one.
Me too.
But Bucky Flinch sucks.
Bucky Flinch, dude. Wow, dude. The internet is all undefeated when it comes to killer ass nicknamesings, dude. Bucky Flinch sucks. Burned. You know that guy is fucking sitting alone in his fucking
He's happy about
basement,
that one.
like fucking got her, dude. She's never gonna be happy. Like I'm never gonna be happy. 15, I'll take this one. Hey, look! HBK, Triple H, and WWE are pandering to Mexico now, but are too scared to even set foot in the country. Grow some cojones, boys!
It's so perfect that you got this one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's why the wall's there. That's why the wall's gotta be there. And we make AAA pay for it.
Let him rest. You men can't control your desire for power. The man fed your bellies for more than 3 years of victory. He will come back. Everything in life needs to be refreshed.
This is...
What is this about?
100% it's got to be about Roman Reigns. To me, when I read this and I thought about it being about Roman Reigns, I thought this was incredible. This is a foreign person who's translating it into English, and it's so much prettier when said like this. He's like, dude, hold up. He's been around forever on top for like 3 years. Like, let him come back fresh. Like, he needs to be rejuvenated. But he says it in just starting off with let him rest is just like such a nice, let him rest. You men can control your desire for power. Like, it's just like, it's said with the man fed your bellies for 3 years of victory. He will come back. Everything in life needs to be refreshed. Like, if a dude said that to you,
yeah.
Like, if this was a dude,
you're hype as fuck.
Yeah, I know, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
This
Donnie,
makes
would you
me
like the next one?
I actually like Roman Reigns more now because of this comment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Donnie, would you like this one? Number 17?
Oh, no, I want one of you guys to say this out loud so I can record it. George, hit that mic.
WWE is like the worst show ever now. Let's go AEW.
Boom. Loop that. Get it out of the market fast. That's our first Vine. I'm late to the Vine market. We're gonna make it a YouTube on RRR Gaming. We're gonna do shorts now,
short? Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be our first short.
For like our views.
That's too true. Next is me, Lagoon Paul, and his fluffy mullet made the moon salt pretty decent. Still sucks though.
Lagoon Paul is great.
Fluffy mullet made the. Wait, no. Moon salt is spelled the word moon space the word salt.
Table salt.
It's
great.
Unbelievable, dude. Also, get yourself some iodized salt. Be smart out there, folks. Lagoon Paul, though. Forever and always, man. Go ahead at 19.
Lagoon Paul. This is awesome.
Can't wait to hear David Milker and other repoopers talk about how they knew R-Truth was coming back.
Coming spelled, by the way, coming spelled like coming. He spells that word so often that it fixed it for him to that word.
David Milker for Dave Meltzer, and
that's amazing.
Repoopers is reporters.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
I will say this. Putting that much effort into repoopers, which force revisions, and letting Dave Meltzer turn into Dave Milkner is wild, dude.
He's damn near milking Tony Khan every week. So
holy shit, dude. Yo, color me jealous, dude. You haven't been milked in a long time. Let's go 20, please.
Glad Tooth is back. Beat Cena.
Not only did Tooth come back, he's not even involved in the storyline with Cena anymore. This guy's so sad as shit. He called our Truth just the word Tooth. Glad Tooth is back. Holy shit, yeah. Now, when you're a grown-up, they don't come back, buddy. We were worked! We were worked! Truth is supreme, Triple H supreme, TKO supreme, pull the wool over all of us kings!
That's such a pathetic thing to put out there.
I love it so much, dude. I love it
over all of us kings.
We were worked! I just want to yell. It sounds like every horror movie on a ship that's sinking. Like when they just realize they're double-crossed. We were worked! 22, please. Oh, that really got me crying.
I hope Liv and Finn fuck.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Kill Dom. Kill Judgment Day.
That's not how fuck, marry, kill works, bud. You gotta fucking kill. You gotta.
Judgment.
Yeah, that is beautiful. I do like that kind of ice cream. But it would be marry Judgment Day, right? Fuck Finn and Liv, kill Dom, marry Judgment Day.
No, it's double kill. Kill, fuck, kill.
Kill, fuck, kill, dude. That does sound like a hell of a punk band. It's just kill, fuck, kill. Yeah, like fuck yeah, dude. Fuck, love, kill, fuck, kill. 23.
Oh, I found Donnie's burner here. Did WWE forgot they had a PLE after the Lucha show? Terrible booking decision throughout. Vince would have done better.
I'm hearing a groundswell.
Notoriously great booker, Vince McMahon.
There is a groundswell of people coming to my side of this. I just want you to know.
The worst people you know.
Just Vince needs to be back. And if Johnny Ace fucking ruins this, I'm gonna be so mad at him. You fucking know it.
I think Vince ruined it already.
Fucking, I'm getting Carter Hart off too.
Okay.
Mr. Iguana, really? Leave it to WWE to latch onto the one luchador who can't wrestle and has the goofiest gimmick. There's a fucking bull. You gotta see that guy? Guess he'll fight with the rest of the WWE Rooster, actually.
Rooster.
Dude, just
Mr. Iguana seemed like a pretty good wrestler to me, by the way.
Hold on, listen. Guess he'll fit right in with the rest of the WWE Rooster, actually. This dude is singing Mr. Iguana, and he said Rooster. Number 25, please.
Becky Lynch shouldn't have won the title because she just came back. And it's right. Becky Lynch sucks! Right along with her husband, Seth Big Mouth Rollins.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. This motherfucker was fucking mad as shit. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that red rage right after an event. 26?
I begin to hate Triple H now. Where the fuck is Roman Nix? So I believe that Roman is gone. This guy was gone in WrestleMania, and he's not coming back. That's why they're pushing Seth the way they did the Roman. WWE sucks.
You can loop it, George. Loop it.
Roman Nix.
Yeah,
NXXX.
I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't like it though. I don't like what he's inferring. I don't like what's going on there. Also, I don't like that he's inferring like Roman's dead or something. He's gone. He's gone. This guy was gone in WrestleMania, and he's not coming back. That's wild, dude. 27. Is that me?
Yep.
Worst Money in the Bank.
Nope.
Worst Money in the Back ever.
Money in the back.
Got that money in the back. Got my money in the back. Fucking A right, dude. I love that song. Oh, Mike.
Naomi's a jobber, so they probably gave her the briefcase, so she'll go down in history as the first woman to fail at a cash-in. Signed, Donald Wood.
What if she failed because Jade interfered?
She could. I don't think she's going to fail, though.
Nah, especially if they're going to go shoot.
Usually you get a vibe if somebody's going to fail.
Is that what you do? You're a vibesman?
Vibe check? Vibe check says Naomi's going to successfully cash in.
I don't think so. I got a negative vibe check on that one, Ghost Rider.
All right.
So that's it though. That's smart. This was a good smart. That was a deep one. Made a deep roster on that one.
It's
Mike, what was your favorite?
Lagoon Paul and his fluffy mullet made that moonsault pretty decent. Still sucks, though.
BJ?
So my favorites I said, so I won't say those. So, through number 6, they need to turn Tyler Bate into El Grande Britannico and Akira into El Grande Japanico. Americano needs help cleansing the WWE from these filthy luchadors we'll take care of soon.
Yeah, you really liked that one, didn't you? You're a little more like me than you'd like to admit, huh?
No.
It's okay. Mike?
Yes?
Did you already go on?
You do yours, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I don't know. I'm not
Take
paying
it easy
attention.
on the drugs, bud.
I got 2 more rolled right here. I'm about to get into another one. So, I got a couple. Glad Tooth is back. Beat Cena. That's an all-timer. I want that over here. Can't wait to hear Dave Milkner and other repoopers talk about how they knew spelled N-E-W, by the way. R-Truth was coming back. So, that's just a wild sentence, if I've ever heard one. And, of course, 21, we were worked! Truth is supreme! Triple H is supreme! TKO is supreme! Pull the wool over all of us, kings! Just yelling it, dude. Just fucking yelling it, man. That's very good. So, big thank you to everybody who participated. ringroustradio@gmail.com. Send them in if you find really funny ones. We're looking for crazy ones, so you know what makes you laugh. If you find one that makes you laugh, send it in. We appreciate it. And we gotta move on.
Strangeness in the latest report. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Egregious lies anonymously sourced. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Scoop, 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 scoop. No lies, no retraction. Scoop, 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 scoop. Per a source that's interesting to know.
And guys, have a Dirt Sheet Busters. Mike.
Ugh. You're still here?
Baby girl. This segment, everybody, you know what I noticed? The
Baby
reason
girl.
our money was going down is people said I wasn't involved more in Dirt Sheet Busters. Segment sucks
I can
now.
promise you it has nothing to do with you being more involved. That's for sure. BG, I miss our time together.
I'm so upset right now. I'm pissed.
This first one's from Wrestling Observer Newsletter. Jacob Fatu is a face. Per our eyes.
Oh.
Which are on our face, coincidentally. According to Wrestling Observer's Dave Milker, Fatu is now expected to work as a babyface, while Solo Sikoa and his partner JC Mateo will continue as heels. Meltzer shared this insight in response to a fan inquiry following the pay-per-view, noting that this direction aligns with WWE's ongoing story arc. Insight right there from Dave Milker.
I was going to say, Dave called me from his couch the other day. He calls me Donnie Jackass. And he said to me, this report's on the money, dude. And I got to back him here. I mean, I was brought back by Dave. Dave
couldn't even say Jacob Fatu is a babyface. He's expected to work as a babyface. Just in case he doesn't.
I got to tell you,
he's terrified.
My favorite all-time report, I don't know how much you get on here. It's my favorite thing I've ever heard. Listed internally as a heel or face is my favorite thing I've ever heard in my life here.
Yep.
It's just so vague. It's like, hey, internally he's listed as a heel, but we're not really sure.
Well, he's just going to be like a face on the show.
So there's this floating list of who's good and bad in the company? What are you talking about?
This is from Fightful Select. WWE wants to capitalize on a popular wrestler. Per business.
About time.
Mm-hmm. According to Fightful Sean Ross Sapp, the internal reaction to Mr. Iguana's massive pop at Worlds Collide was immediate. We have to get him to the Intuit Dome for a Money in the Bank appearance, WWE source said. That move paid off. Mr. Iguana was seated behind commentary during Money in the Bank, where fans and superstars alike treated him like a star. Dozens of WWE talents reportedly approached him for photos throughout the day. WWE officials praised his willingness to get involved in every promotional opportunity thrown his way. It was a pleasure and happy to do any and all promotional work they needed, one higher-up noted. He had a busy schedule Saturday. It's like when you're talking to a little kid, like, you had a busy day today.
Yeah, so then what else?
The love extended beyond the arena. Mr. Iguana's merchandise reportedly performed exceptionally well over the weekend, second only to R-Truth's new shirt and sales. WWE is already exploring how to capitalize on the momentum, including early discussions on producing official Iguana puppets. So just Anything,
So
if you
shit.
saw fucking Mr. Iguana for 2 seconds, shit you can make up easily.
It's what I said earlier to you when we were just having a casual conversation, not saying that I'm hearing it from internally, but saying because, like, it's obvious.
Like, we saw in, like, fucking a couple minutes, Mr. Iguana's over as fuck.
Dude,
So, yeah,
Alexa Bliss had a doll. It's just, if there's a chance for you to have a thing, they're going to make the thing a thing.
Of course. This is from Fightful Select.
Well, hold on, real quick. If Vince saw this Mr. Iguana guy, he would have fucking loved him. He from behind the scenes, he's like, I don't care what you do. You get iguanas on these shelves fucking yesterday.
Here's one that Donnie's going to really enjoy from Fightful Select. Sean Sapp finds a way to spin R-Truth's return into an opportunity to shit on WWE.
I mean,
this has been one of his specialties lately. According to Sean Sapp of Fightful, WWE talent had a lot to say about R-Truth's return behind the scenes, and the sentiment was blunt. On the post-Money in the Bank show, Sapp revealed he received several messages from active WWE superstars expressing their feelings on how the situation was handled. They believe the company couldn't take the public backlash anymore and scrambled to bring Truth back. Here's the quote. They couldn't stand the bad press. They're trying to shortchange talent, give scraps. Oh, and talent have a right to say they want more after years and years of dedication. Don't think he was on a high deal. Don't think they wanted to give him a penny more. And he really won. Now they have their tails tucked between their legs, laughing at them, pretending this was all a part of the show. These are active talent, by the way.
So this guy got done wrestling, came back to his phone, you know what I mean? Picked up a fucking
I gotta
cocktail.
get some shit off my chest to Sean Sapp.
SRS. He just like instead of SOS, he types in SRS and it comes up. Sending out an SRS. Yeah, what's up, man? You need anything? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know.
So embarrassing how he fucking puts this.
I love it, dude. I love that. One thing I love about wrestling journalists is how much they put themselves in the story. You know what I mean?
For real. At this point.
Like, it's the best. Like, cause he's like, he gets on the fence and like, oh, it's gonna be one of those nights. I'm gonna die on the cross of the sport. And you're like, shut up.
He was so, like, when Truth came back and people were like saying like, wow, looks like you got this one wrong. He was like fucking flipping out all night. Like,
good.
What are you talking about? It's like, dude, just fucking calm down.
Remember that one time one of your best friends got drunk and like was doing that to you and like then acting that way? What was his name? Steve Carrier, like your best friend? The guy who's in your DMs?
He sure did slide into my DMs a couple times.
Yeah,
yeah. Left him on red.
He knows what's going on.
Wow, is he still listening?
I hope so. It's time for the honorary Dirt Sheet Buster of the week. It's The Miz.
Ooh.
The Miz.
Piece of shit.
Friend of the show.
So, I don't know if you're aware of this, Donnie. I think you are, BG, but after the stuff happened where they came out, they weren't renewing R-Truth, they weren't renewing Carlito, the huge loss of Valhalla, stuff was coming out, and people were saying that The Miz changed his social media profiles, unfollowed WWE and everything, and obviously he's going to be leaving WWE. They're not going to renew his contract.
Yeah,
Remember this narrative?
No, but I mean, I'm behind it.
Okay. Fans thought The Miz was walking away from WWE after a sudden surge in speculation hit social media this weekend, with rumors claiming he had unfollowed WWE and removed the companies from his profiles. After receiving several messages about rumors of a WWE exit, he directly addressed them. Since I'm talking on here, I feel like I need to address some things because I keep getting texts from friends asking me, is the news on social media real? And my thing is, everyone get off of social media and don't listen to any of it because it's all false. The Miz insisted he hasn't altered any of his profiles, has maintained the same Twitter bio for years, still calling it Twitter, not X. I haven't changed that in like 5 years. I haven't unfollowed WWE at all. WWE and I are in good standing. Like, we just dropped Miz Golf, which is part of WWE's YouTube. So, no truth to he never unfollowed WWE. That's why I never understand these people. Like, they fucking, I don't know, they follow whatever WWE's roster pages to know immediately when somebody goes to the alumni section, or they know when somebody unfollows another person.
No, to me,
how little of a life must you have to follow this shit?
Well, you know the answer to that already, which is really sad. It's that Eleanor Rigby song, "Wild and Lonely People." Where do they all come from? They're made, and they make themselves usually. So, from the bottom of my heart, when I see this situation, to me, this segment does this to me sometimes, where I get journalistically mad. It takes 1 second to go just check if he's following WWE. Nobody thought.
Apparently they didn't.
Like here's the thing. I faced it recently. I was on the travel side of things too, and it was this. No, it wasn't travel. It was fucking the Flyers. Everybody said they signed that Russian kid, right? They signed that Russian kid. Here's all the facts. If you would look for 1 second, you would have realized that it wasn't true. He doesn't follow Mitchkov. Mitchkov didn't follow him. Like, it's just like nobody does any work. What they do is they see somebody else wrote it, and then they just copy it. And that's how this shit happens, dude. Like, do a little bit of extra digging. Take just 5 minutes, man. You just don't regurgitate the piece. Don't aggregate the piece directly to it. Put a little spin of your stuff on it.
It's better when you're not here.
Yeah. Sorry, bud. It's true, though. A little FLA. Come on.
This is from Russell Votes. Mariah May is getting a new name, per Logic.
Yeah. Per WWE and how they do things.
Here's the whole tweet. She will be getting a new name once it's decided upon. Oh, I thought she was going to get it before it was decided upon.
Oh, my God. Also, it's probably already been decided. What are we even talking about?
By the way, it's literally the same thing happened with Ricky Saints. He showed up, they didn't say his name, and then the next week, he was Ricky Saints.
Yeah, and everybody hated
Mariah
it,
May
and
shows
they
up,
still do.
they didn't say her name. Obviously, it's because she's getting a new name. You don't gotta tell us that. We just know it.
Mary Mayfield. Everyone's going to hate Mary Mayfield. And
Mayfield.
And we're going to fucking just move on after about 4 months.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, by the way. That's pretty huge. AEW, Tony, couldn't keep her in the fold.
Actually,
Tough.
nothing but nice things to say about AEW, and just felt the
situation.
opportunities. Honestly, looking at it a lot like the Bianca Belair side. She's looking at it like, this is bigger than just wrestling. This is my into other fields.
You mean Jade Cargill?
What did I say?
You said Bianca Belair, you fucking
Oh
racist.
my God, dude, I did. That was
PG?
That was a little bit.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, he said Bianca Belair and he meant Jade Cargill.
Wow, it's pathetic.
Yeah. That's a whoopsie poopsies moment for me. But no, it wasn't because I'm racist. It's just because I just got my black girls mixed up.
It's just because I got the same skin color. That's all I said.
I get my white girls mixed up all the time. Like, what are you even fucking talking about? My brain does not work, dude.
Ready for the coup de grace?
That wasn't it? Holy shit.
I wish you weren't here.
It's from Fightful Select. Here's info on when Mariah May decided to go to WWE after already seeing her debut in WWE.
Of course, dude. Of course.
There it is.
I didn't know to ask before that.
AEW sources had long expected Mariah May to jump ship. While her contract didn't officially expire until the start of June, she was quietly removed from the AEW roster page on May 31st. Her management at the time claimed she was still under contract, but sources have since confirmed the deal was winding down alongside a few others. She'd been making moves preparing for life after AEW over the last number of months, Fightful Select reported, and that many in the locker room believed WWE, specifically NXT, was always the landing spot. So she was making preparations for months, and everybody in AEW knew it. But we didn't get a single fucking report about it.
Well, no, I heard reports that she was leaving for WWE a while ago.
Yeah,
honestly,
like a week out.
Well, honestly, once she disappeared from TV, I think that was when the speculation started.
Right, and they're saying she's been doing this for months and everybody knew it.
Well, yeah, sure, but I mean, they're not wrong.
Again, so
wrong,
when we hadn't seen her for a long time and people started speculating is when they finally were like, oh, maybe I should make some shit up.
Well, it was speculation. Now it's reports, too, because now they can confirm it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Confirm it after it happened, right?
Well, that's perfect. Hey, listen, I can't confirm the crime until after it's done, right?
Sure. Can confirm.
Can confirm. I still love that. We just pop on to fucking Schefter's account and just be like, hey, can confirm. Stoney guy, he's got something going. BJ, how we do?
You've been saying it for fucking 15 years. Why don't you do it one time?
Because I don't really care that much. Mike? Ooh, I'm glad he's back. I'm leaving again. Fantasy standings, Mike?
Thought you were leaving.
Nah, I'm back. For next week. I won't be here next week. Fuck this. Fuck this whole section. I hate it.
In last place, 9th with negative 47.5, George Sparrows. His lack of enthusiasm for us is translating into fantasy.
It really is, dude.
In 8th with negative 30, George Cruz.
Yikes.
This is what he gets for forcing me to draft with his dick. It's a negative 30.
You're literally the term I wouldn't fuck her with your dick. That's what you're saying. That's wild.
With his dick.
That's crazy.
In 7th with 5.
Traitor.
Building a brand behind our back.
Mm-hmm.
In 6th, it's pretty good though. In 6th with 20, Chris Jeter.
They should be
He
advertising.
just got married, by the way.
He did.
Congratulations.
She made a huge mistake.
Yikes.
Damn, dude.
Tied for 4th with 30, Angel Meza and Big Money Mike.
What a combo.
Oh.
What a fucking combo. Imagine you're
You know what? If I was in that fucking truck with him, I would told him take the keys with you.
I'll tell you what. If I fucking if I ordered a fucking pizza and the two of you showed up together, I would be like, keep it, motherfuckers. You need it more than
I'd
me.
be like, oh, my friends now.
Look, come on in, guys. Welcome to my home. Mi casa, su casa.
In 3rd with 37.5, BG.
Thanks for getting it, BJ. At least
It took me a second.
Yeah, good. See, I'm great.
I try not to pay attention to you, but that one slipped by.
That's good.
Thanks, Mike.
You're in 3rd, BG.
Thanks,
There
Mike.
you go, man. Good job, buddy. Still ain't heard my name yet, though. Coming up now, though, right?
Yep, in 2nd with 45, Don Wood.
Yeah, boy. That's right.
Wow.
Woo.
And in 1st with 70, Reggie Gill.
What a fat piece of
that's
shit.
a lot of fun.
Well, here's the thing. He's got shit cardio because he's so fat. He got off to a good start. He's going to slow down. He's going to gas out. We'll blow by him in the second half.
Reggie's
Don't worry.
great.
Great at what? Eating?
Everything.
Owning you.
Nah, I don't think so. He don't know me. That's it. That's all I got. That's all these guys got. All right. Emails time. Ringrustcity at gmail.com.
Good job. This is why we like when you're not here.
Yes, I'm not used to it, dude. I'm just the chair is so fucking up so high. You're just so small.
That's right. RingRustRadio@gmail.com, guys. Send emails. Contribute to the email tier higher.
I didn't even read it.
On patreon.com/RingRustRadio. And we have to read at least one of your emails every month. This is from Matt Bowers of Pain. Subject: Top 10 Best Announced. Hey there, Mike and BG. What a scumbag Donnie is. Begs for money and doesn't show up.
Hey, hold the fucking phone, dude. I'm here now, and I heard that. Okay.
I thought it might be fun to do your top 10 favorite best announced matches. Maybe not the best wrestled match, but the announcers were on point. I know this might be a little more difficult, but thought it would be fun.
Yeah, you're definitely wrong about it being fun.
He was right about this being very difficult.
I'm gonna bounce on this conversation because I don't want any part of it. I just want to say this real quick. Going back and doing some of these like SummerSlam shows and stuff. Jesse Ventura, super fucking underrated. Tony Schiavone in WWE. What could have been? What could have been? Okay. Bobby Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon, two of the worst ever.
No.
Two of the worst ever.
Someone say Dave Milker.
Dave Milker. He over here is
Repooper.
He's a quote unquote repooper, telling me that's the worst combination ever. Wrong.
Go eat your dinner or something, and we'll.
I'll be.
All right. Let the adults.
I'll be right back.
All right. You want to switch off like 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8?
Yes, but I have honorable mentions. Do you have honorable mentions?
Okay. I don't have any.
Okay, I have 4. I'm going to go in chronological order. Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect, SummerSlam 1991, with Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby Heenan, and Roddy Piper. We just did this as part of our top 10 list for SummerSlam. You can hear early on patreon.com/RingRustRadio. And I said this commentary was fucking phenomenal for this match. They really sold the match between them. Moving along. Kurt Angle versus Taz, Royal Rumble 2000 with JR and King. Okay, this is like an amazing piece of commentary for someone who is debuting in the company. They put over Taz and Kurt Angle so well. Really honing in that Taz is a threat, where he's coming from, all that stuff, and it being in New York, and Kurt Angle being an Olympic gold medalist.
I'm going to go take a pee.
Why are you still here?
Wait, Donnie, hold on. Don't leave
I literally came back to see if you were done, and I was like, now I'm going to take a piss.
Done.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't leave just yet.
Okay.
Next match, Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy, the ladder match from Raw, July 1st, 2002. Yep, JR and the King. Just really putting over Jeff Hardy against the veteran Undertaker. But then, Donnie, right before you leave.
Okay.
Cesaro versus R-Truth. Saturday Morning Slam. Daniel Bryan.
Yes. Honestly, can I say something? I'll jump in and say that is one of the most memorable performances by any commentator in the world. And no one, no one, sold a bear hug like it. He was talking about how you fight a bear.
It's unbearable.
All those things, and then he's making bear puns. And then when Cesaro locks in, that bear hug, he jumps out of his seat. He is like...
It's on YouTube.
It's so incredible. Saturday Morning Slam was truly a moment of time. It was
very fun.
I'm going to take a piss.
All right. Mike, I'm going to lead off number 10, okay?
Yep.
I had to have him on the list because he's, to me, probably the second greatest commentator, and that's Mauro Ranallo. And he's now with Nigel McGuinness, NXT TakeOver New Orleans, the main event, Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano. We were there in the crowd, so we had to go back and watch this match. Yep. And they fucking crushed it. So I had to have a Morrow match on here. That's the only spot that he has on here. But it's a newer match, but he is such a great commentator. I loved him in NXT so much. I'm so upset that he's still not there. But he had to be on there, and I think this was a fantastic performance.
Good choice. I very much considered that. Cause I did kind of want to get him on the list too. Mm-hmm. I didn't end up doing it, but I would have picked that match if I did. My number 10 is from, like, really the first, like, major moment for me as a wrestling fan as a kid. It's WrestleMania 12, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. Mm-hmm. Really specifically Vince McMahon on this. Vince polarizing as an announcer. To me as, like, a kid, he was, like, the announcer, like, when I first started watching, so I have, kind of nostalgia for it, but I thought he did, obviously, he was all in on making HBK his guy here, so he was very much committed to putting him over. The boyhood dream comes true, I think, is, like, one of the most memorable calls probably ever in wrestling. And, he had to call a match for a fucking hour, so I think in that respect he did a pretty good job.
Absolutely. Great match. My number 9, we're going to stick with this. It's Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood 97 with Vince, JR, and the King. You said Vince is polarizing. I was never a big fan of Vince on commentary.
What a maneuver.
Sometimes a little.
1, 2, we got him. No.
But that's gotta be Kane line is pretty iconic. But more importantly for this, it's really JR selling Hell in a Cell, and King doing a great job too, actually. Really putting this over as a threat. You'll see on my list, I'm very big on the introduction of a new stipulation, and that you have, as a commentator, have to sell it a lot, and I thought they did a great job with that for Hell in a Cell.
My number 9, No Way Out 2000, Hell in a Cell, Triple H versus Cactus Jack. Jim Ross selling the enormity of the situation. That's Cactus Jack's career is on the line. Mick Foley's career is on the line. Every time there's like a near fall, he's like, kick out. Just like, there's like this sense of urgency that he put into the match that made it feel super important every time there's a near fall. And Mike, he's the best of all time at doing that type of thing.
He absolutely is. Mike, significantly higher.
Okay.
On my list.
Wait, you are really only on 9?
Yeah,
dude, we're doing our list. It's top 10.
Come back in 10 minutes.
I'm out again. Fuck you.
Goodbye. Mike, number 8. Mike, if I could have cheated a bit, and I considered it, to having a little bit of combos on here, so you see a little theme. Nature of TLC, putting over that the Hardy Boys, they're in their hometown, that Edge and Christian are the heels, Dudley Boys and their nature, but everyone coming together, and just the risk factor that they are doing in this. Really, you had the triangle ladder match, but this is, at that point in time, the culmination, and JR fucking crushes it. Every single thing is there's one line that has always stuck with me since this match happened, which was, have you fallen a ladder and not get hurt? You don't. You can't train for that. And it was such a great line. And so that's on here, number 8.
Good choice. I've got number 8, WrestleMania 6, Hogan versus Warrior, the main event. Jesse Ventura in this match. To me, this is probably his best performance he ever had. Just like, he obviously is a heel commentator, so he hated the baby faces. So he just had so many great lines in this match where he's just like shitting on Hogan or he's shitting on Warrior and, trying to like suggest like all these things about Hogan. And we know now, like, some of the stuff he was probably saying was like a hint of truth in real life because of how Hogan was and how he didn't want to put people over and this and that. And then like, the match ends and he ends up doing a really good job of like putting over like the end part where like Hogan kind of passes the torch to Warrior and kind of like gives like a hat tip to Hogan for doing that and sets up like Warrior's the next big, top babyface in WWE. People feel whatever way about Hogan or Warrior or about that match, but that was like one of the biggest matches in wrestling history at that point. I thought Ventura did like a perfect job of framing it and making it feel as big as it was.
Nice. My number 7, like I said, I would love to have comboed a couple of these, and so I'm going TLC 2.
Mhm.
This is now with JR and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, fantastic. I love Paul Heyman on commentary so much during this time. And so what's
Him and
awesome
JR
about
were
this,
great together.
they were great. And this was his, I think first, I mean, I know it was his first WrestleMania, but I forget if he was actually at No Way Out beforehand, but he was new on the commentary booth and they had instantly great chemistry. But what's important about this match, first, Paul Heyman has connection to the Dudley Boys, of course, from ECW, but also Rhino. So that's always great. But then JR, he's doing such a good job of taking what he's already knows TLC to be from SummerSlam and now putting into this and explaining of how dangerous this is going to be and how they have to up the ante. And then everyone else coming out, Spike Dudley, Lita, Rhino coming out. They do such a great job of selling the magnitude of what this is. And they understood right as they were watching of how important and excellent this match was.
My number 7, WrestleMania 18, The
you're
Rock.
You're only on 7?
Go away. I just told you. Come back at 5:30.
WrestleMania 18, The Rock versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan. The thing that's always said about this match is that if you take like the crowd reaction away, it's just a mid match. It's not anything that great. Same could be said for the commentary of this match. And Jim Ross really put this match over like crazy. Like again, it's very similar to like what Ventura did with Hogan and Warrior, like showing you how big of a deal this match is. Like, and every like there was a moment where Hogan like hits the leg drop on Rock and Rock kicks out and JR is like, he beat Andre the Giant with that move at WrestleMania 3, like showing you like how big of a deal it is that The Rock kicked out. The match itself, again, if you take out other factors, it might not seem that great, but the crowd reaction and the way that Jim Ross called the match is what makes it great.
Yep. That's the thing about wrestling is sometimes you need it all to come together. And it did. Yep. I consider that for honorable mentions. It's not on my top 10. But it definitely crossed my mind. Number 6, Elimination Chamber, number 1.
You were there.
I was there. So again, this is watching it back. And first, as I just said, putting over a brand new stipulation. We have never seen or heard of anything like this before. It's not like just a bigger cave. There's pods. There's the fucking chain link around everything. There's the fucking metal grates on the floor. Insane. But of course, Mike, and I'm sure as you remember, the ending of this match really putting over Shawn Michaels winning the championship. First time in over 4 years. Like, just a great job putting over. I rewatched all of these. And he just crushes it. And explaining why it's so important, how just kind of like improbable it was after this whole fucking match and after the injury, after coming back from what took place at SummerSlam. Just an amazing job.
My number 6 is Stone Cold versus Bret Hart, WrestleMania 13. To a lot of people, one of the greatest or the greatest match of all time. I agree with that. It's definitely up there. Perfectly executed double turn. The crowd made that happen, but also I feel like Jim Ross made that happen because of the way that he called this match. Also, you know, the iconic shot is Austin in the sharpshooter, blood dripping down his face. JR just brought the fucking energy and the level of importance to that moment to make you feel like what Austin was going through and why it was such a big deal. And then the way he called, you know, Bret kind of fucking him up after the match and really, you know, the way Jim Ross, like one of the great things he did it with Triple H all the time, just fucking like flipping out and like yelling at the guy, like, what the fuck you doing, basically kind of thing. Doing that with Bret, like that really puts over the heel turn and that really puts the bow on what was like almost a perfect match.
Great one. I'm going to stick with JR WrestleMania. Number 5, Stone Cold versus The Rock from WrestleMania 17.
That's my number 5 as well.
Oh, okay. So here we go. What I love about this is because JR obviously biased against for Stone Cold, right? But not just the ending of saying like, oh, he shook hands with Satan himself, like that's such a great line. But huge. Putting over Stone Cold from the very beginning of this, and it's well before this actually happened, storyline, but the psychotic nature of Stone Cold, so consumed of winning back the championship, and then he has to do whatever it takes to win it back. And really putting over how, you know, their rivalry. This is, basically 3 years of their rival, more than that, but like as far as big stars, over 3 years of them. And so they do such a great job. And Paul Heyman too, this is his first main event WrestleMania. Their chemistry is excellent, but again, it's JR, and especially that ending. He is so disgusted that this is happening, and I love that. Like stuck with me ever since.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. That's my number 5 as well. I think the best Stone Cold and Rock match.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the ending with McMahon was huge, and Jim Ross made that feel as big as it was. Good choice.
My number 4, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, Street Fight, SummerSlam 2002, JR and King again.
I had that a little bit higher.
Yeah. I originally had it higher, but then I started to redo my list, and so it landed at number 4. It's probably my second favorite match of all time. It's like what you were saying before about JR. He had a thing for Triple H, who was one of the greatest heels of all time. And he is so disgusted, especially at the end with the sledgehammer after the match. But just putting over, again, the story of Shawn Michaels coming back from injury, the betrayal from Triple H, and really selling that Shawn Michaels had this injury. How is he doing all these things? What's happening to him during the match? These are all important things to really sell the intensity and the physical nature and how hardcore of a stipulation everything is happening. How,
What number now?
4. Go, I just told you. Come back at 5:30.
Almost there, douchebag.
I'm done, Mike.
Okay, good choice. My number 4 is WrestleMania 3, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Again, I said it about Hogan and Warrior. At this time, this might have been the biggest match ever in the history of wrestling. It's the biggest WrestleMania. It was, Hogan's the guy at that time. Andre is one of the biggest stars of all time, one of the biggest attractions. Everybody wanted to see this fucking match. Dave Meltzer gave it -8 stars or something, but the moments felt huge because of Gorilla Monsoon. The irresistible force meets the immovable object, one of the all-time great lines in a wrestling match. His reaction to Hogan slamming Andre. Obviously, Andre had been slammed before, but the way they framed it, he had never been slammed before, so Hogan finally getting up and doing it, and the way, like, Gorilla Monsoon acts shocked, and his voice inflection, and made it feel like such a huge deal. Again, Dave Meltzer might think this match sucks, and he might think Gorilla Monsoon is the worst announcer of all time, but I think Gorilla Monsoon did a pretty damn good job making this match feel important.
Great choice. My number 3 is my favorite match of all time, Triple H versus Cactus Jack from the Royal Rumble 2000 with JR and King. JR, once again, selling Cactus Jack, because if you're not really watching this, the whole feud was this transformation from Mankind, who wasn't capable of beating Triple H mentally, turning into Cactus Jack. And Cactus Jack now, his nature of being hardcore, but also being in New York, the hometown. And what I love about this commentary, Mike, is the callbacks, not just in the ring that they're doing, but JR explaining, all the chair shots very early on in this match. Remember King last year with The Rock and Mankind.
Right.
Oh, the handcuffs. King, remember the handcuffs from last year with The Rock and Man. So they do it in the match, which is, I love that they have that continuity. But then JR explaining why, not just that it happens as a fan watching it, but then you now as a fan hearing JR tell you why this is important. And really, he says it. Triple H is the best in the game right now. Cactus Jack, he has to do whatever it takes. He just sells everything about their story. The background of it and how important it is to be champion. And then he is going crazy of the things that they're doing to each other. Really selling that this is a street fight, of how barbaric it is, that the lengths that they'll go to. It's so fucking awesome.
Great choice. One of the best matches ever, for sure. And my number 3 was your number 4, SummerSlam 2002, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Agree with everything that you said. Obviously a massive match. Shawn Michaels hadn't had a match in like 5 years. Didn't know what type of physical condition he was, and I thought JR did like an amazing job of kind of speaking to that and how, he had the back injury, and obviously if Triple H is fucking sadistic and doing everything he can to end the career of his best friend, and again, that Jim Ross and Triple H, dynamic was just so perfect for that time. This match was amazing. Like, you couldn't imagine that Shawn Michaels had that good of a match, his first match back, and that physical of a match with blood and everything like that. And JR did a perfect job setting the scene for it.
Love it. So my number 2, I believe it was your number 9. Triple H was Cactus Jack, the Hell in a Cell from No Way Out 2000 with JR and the King. So like you said, JR really putting over that Cactus Jack's career is on the line, this 15-year career, and everything is of
15-year career.
2. I just fucking told you what time to come back. Go away.
Go ahead.
Anyways, JR selling not just the retirement, but what I love, Mike, he sprinkles in, because it's so important, this is for the championship. Who's going to go on to main event WrestleMania at this time in the show to go against the Big Show? So he's keeping everything in focus. That Cactus Jack's career is on the line, but also the championship, the most important thing in wrestling, the WWE Championship, and to go on to main event WrestleMania. So I love that. And then you get into the high spots of this match. First, Triple H being thrown through the cage to get out of the cage. They go up to the top. They have a fucking 2x4 on fire. They fucking have Mick Foley go through the cage. It's the top. It's fucking insane. And JR is selling it like it's just fucking wild. I love it. He does such a great job. Mike, what's your number 2?
My number 2, the Royal Rumble match, 1992. Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon, but mostly Bobby Heenan. This is just an absolute masterclass. He's all in on Ric Flair winning this thing. Call him the real world champion. Flair comes in at number 3, said, it's not fair to Flair, over and over again. There's like a moment where, Piper comes in and like he kind of like punches somebody who is like going after Ric Flair. He's like, I never thought I'd say this. I'm so happy to see Roddy Piper. It's not a skirt, it's a kilt. And then Piper turns around and punches Flair. He's like, that no good. It's a skirt. It's a skirt. And he's just like shit like that all throughout everything, just like fucking crying anytime Ric Flair's getting his ass beat. And then like the gloating once Ric Flair finally does win in the end. Like just like an hour of just fucking perfect commentary from Bobby the Brain.
Amazing. Mike, I think we might have the same number 1.
I think probably.
So I am going with The Undertaker vs. Mankind, Hell in a Cell from King of the Ring 1998, JR and Jerry Lawler, who do an incredible job selling Hell in a Cell from the start, how deranged Mankind is. The intensity of the Undertaker is starting up at the top, and the reason for it is the call of Mankind getting thrown off the top and saying, this guy's my wins, he's broken in half, and then they're like selling the fact, like, and he's dead, right? And they're going, because obviously this is such a huge fucking spot. I just watched it. I watched all these back in the past 2 days, but I watched it this afternoon, and they are showing this replay so many times. And Vince McMahon comes out and JR is going nuts. Like, he cannot believe what he witnessed. He is selling this as the wildest thing you have ever seen in your life, because it fucking was. I mean, that was so insane. And he really but then, it's not just that. It's when Mankind is moving, when he gets up, he continues to fight. He's like, how the fuck is this guy doing this, right? He is putting over that, like, Mankind is unstoppable.
He looked like the toughest man that ever lived.
Exactly. And JR is selling the shit out of it, and they're at the top of the thing, and Mankind goes fucking through the top. Fucking, and then it's unlike WrestleMania, No Way Out 2000, the ring doesn't break. It just looks like he hits like fucking concrete, and JR is selling that. Like, it's just so good. And then the thumbtack spot, Mike, he's like, hundreds of thousands of thumbtacks. He's going nuts. I love it so
much.
Putting
over the note, like the
Terry Funk's
coming
super
out of his
underrated
nose
right there
shit.
too.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
Great
What are you guys
choice.
just reviewing
I agree
the
with everything
fucking
you
match
just
we
said.
talked about a million times?
Shut the fuck up. Watching it as a kid, it truly was the craziest shit I ever saw as a wrestling fan. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes, and I think back to like watching it then as it happened and how the announcers put it over made it feel like that much more of a big deal and like
You watched it
a
live?
historic moment in wrestling history.
Mm-hmm.
You watched it live, Mike?
Sure did.
Doubt it.
You doubt I watched 1998 King of the Ring Hell in a Cell match when I've been watching since '95, watching every fucking pay-per-view on Scrambler Box?
Doubt it.
Hell yeah, Scramble Box.
Yeah, love the Scramble Box. Doubt you did that.
Cool. Got anything to say?
Yeah, you ready for being done?
Yeah, we're done.
Let's
Thanks
get
for
outta
not
here.
participating, fucking loser.
I actually do thank you for not participating, because... Are you fucking kidding me?
Absolutely disgusting.